Do we have to?
Welcome to the fucking podcast.
Is that the new name?
At Marion Street.
Did it have an old name?
It had several old names.
Oh.
We started
Down
off with,
by the river.
my favorite was A, it B's, it's A, B, and C. A, B, C, and D podcast. It was A, it B, Chad, and Derek.
I wouldn't even worry about it, man, because Nirvana was once Pin Cap Shoe, okay? So let's just agree that names change, and sometimes for the better.
It's true.
So is there a new name? Is somebody pitching a new name?
Are we?
Our new name, I said it's the fucking podcast.
Okay.
At
I like
Street.
the fucking podcast. This is a good fucking podcast.
I like
So
the
far.
fucking.
Alright, so we
Yeah.
got Mary in the house.
Yo.
Scary Mary. I don't know why I called you Scary Mary.
Because it
Better
rhymes.
Better than Harry Mary.
Because that's what people used to call me in 3rd grade.
And
You're
they
a goth
weren't
girl?
wrong.
Scary Mary. No, they really did used to call me that in Mars bars.
Did they get you with the Bloody Mary after you had the period?
Wow.
You know, they
Right
really
off the
didn't-
rails all of a sudden.
They didn't do that until I started
still
having
on the
sex.
Alright, we're going to come back to you. We also have Derek in the house. What up,
Hold
Derek?
that thought as we come back.
Hello.
What's up with you, man?
I'm still Derek.
You are still Derek. We'll float too.
Yes.
Is that a fat joke?
Yes.
and
It's buoyancy.
we got Joe in the house. Joe, we haven't seen each other in years.
Oh my goodness!
Other than
It's
several
been
several
nearly
moments.
decades.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm friends with you on Facebook. but
We
like,
are friends on
This is the
Facebook.
first time I'm actually meeting you.
That's not true. We once met before back in the day, before I disappeared to Houston. But it was briefly.
Did we?
Yeah.
Did we meet? I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure we
did
Yeah, you had. It was like
I
around.
think y'all met at one point.
This is around the Lori recording sessions. You know,
like right
Bad
before y'all got
Movies.
divorced, y'all met.
I knew of you only
I
because
don't
of this
think,
guy. So.
I don't think
I don't think she's who you think she is.
Oh, for real?
I mean, I don't think she
I'm going to unfriend you because I thought
He's
you were.
my ex-husband.
I
Like,
know
that's-
that already. That's why
Wait, what?
I thought I knew you.
Derek's like, wait, what?
Otherwise, I'd never been like, that name look. I have friend like, hey, you might know this person. I'm like, I do know that person. Why do I know that person? Because of that person sitting to my right.
I
Which is different.
honestly don't think we've ever met. I think this is
Okay.
actually the first
All
time.
right. I think we've been at some parties. I think we've been
Like,
to.
it's cool. She has a
you
couple
know.
of ex-husbands to worry about,
It's fine. That's
We
fine.
have
I
two.
just remember maybe we had some
I mean,
parties
two
over at the old
ex-husbands.
house.
I mean,
On,
Colby was basically
East
your
First Street.
husband.
If you
No, that
count
would've
them,
been-
then
that's not
3.
her.
But that wasn't.
No?
We weren't married.
Post of that?
And me
Yeah,
and Colby are
I'm
like
way
totally
post that.
cool now. Like that's one of my best friends.
I wouldn't way post that.
I mean-
Anywho's a what's it?
So-
good to be here, Worm. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me.
So, what are we going to talk about today, people?
Well, are you going to introduce yourself?
Oh, yeah, me. I'm Worm. I'm Worm C. I'm a
How
rapper.
are you doing?
I'm
How
also
are you? Just how the
Chad
hell are you?
Perone. Me? I've been in a solipsistic sleeping state for several days.
I'm going to have to look all those words
Okay,
up.
in case, look, like we know what it means, but
Basically-
like in case our listeners are dumb,
Yeah.
could you say what that means?
Basically, I was trapped in a state of mind that everything was fake except for my mind. My mind created everything else.
You know who else thinks that way? People that huff gas. They think that same way too. They're just like, my whole life was a
And
dream.
me, it wasn't huffing gas. It was just less weed, I think.
Oh, see, that'll fuck up anybody. I used to, when I worked at the TV station, I'd go to work every day stoned, and any day that I didn't have any weed, I'd come into work, and everybody, without a fucking doubt, would be like, "Dude, what's wrong? Did someone die? Joe, what's the matter?" And nothing would be the matter. It just was because I wasn't high, but because the only way they ever saw me was stoned and like happy all the fucking time and jovial. The minute I didn't have weed, they were like, "Are you okay?
Yeah,
Who
you
ran over
seem
your
down."
puppy?
Well, I
Did
mean-
somebody run over your puppy?"
You did sit in the corner and kind of just stare at people, even like when you were supposed to be running camera, and you would just kind of drag your fingers over your wrists.
Hey, did you know that the guy, speaking of cameras, and this is not a spoiler really in any way, but the guy who filmed Clerks
Yeah.
filmed the last episode of the
Do you know his name?
No.
Did he he filmed Clerks?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, you talking about DP or you talking about director?
His
Talking
name is
about
Dave Klein.
Director. I mean, not director.
Because director was
cameraman.
Robert Rodriguez.
Cameraman.
For Clerks?
No, for the
Camera
new Mandalorian.
operator.
Oh, the Mandalorian.
Camera operator.
Camera operator for Clerks was David Klein.
Okay, yes.
So camera operator for that episode of Mandalorian was
Dave Klein.
Dave Klein, yeah. I did
Oh,
know.
cool. Somebody's got Google out.
That's cheating, by the way, ladies and gentlemen.
No,
That is
actually-
cheating.
We need that. We need to keep ourselves grounded so we don't get off on our tangents, you know.
Oh, my goodness.
Next thing we're going to be like, oh,
I got some tangents for you.
Fucking,
They're lined
Obama's
up.
not fucking. Obama's not a fucking American. You know.
I mean, I've never seen him in America. So.
I've never seen him.
I
don't even know if he
I think
exists.
it's hilarious that he made a statement today, and I was trying not to kill myself to every comment that came underneath it. Before he started talking, it was like, President Obama's going to make a statement. There was literally like, like they're not showing the mic, nothing. And people are commenting shit that just makes me want to jump off of a bridge. It's just like, you need to stay back.
Look,
you're no longer in politics. It's just like, really?
I will say this much. This is the reason I am barely ever on Facebook. Actually, like I'll check my Facebook Messenger. That's a way to dump truck. It happens. That's the only way I communicate with this fool. You know, a bunch of Wi-Fi phone using bastards with no real phone numbers and shit. So Facebook
Off the
Messenger
grid.
works. Yeah, we're off the grid. Yo, we're like John Connor. Okay,
I'm
And
off
so-
and on the grid. I'm both.
so I stay off of it because you have all these friends, mostly people you went to high school with and know. Okay, not mostly. Probably you have more people you've never met.
Right.
Whatever on your friends list. But the point is, when people you do know post some shit that is political or just off the fucking wall, and you go, "Oh my god, what? No, I had no idea." And you're like, stop following.
Yeah,
You know, because
Well,
you can't.
see, I
it's
did
like
that
they
for
say,
a
you can't
while.
fix stupid. And you
But
just
the thing is that I did that for a while. But here's the thing: then you lose track of how far off the fucking grid, crazy worldness that they are at. Like you have to know how crazy stupid they are. Because otherwise, they're gonna fucking left side you when it comes
That's
down
what I
to
like
it.
about my Facebook feed. Like, I have a healthy mix of
I despise
everybody.
your Facebook feed.
wow.
Well, all the feeds are different for each of us. The way we
My news feed shows everybody from every fucking side. I mean, I've got flat earthers on there. I've got fucking, Trump supporters. I've got Biden supporters. I've got, like all this just random shit.
It's like if you're
I've
going to
got a
hear the
mix
spew, hear it from everyone.
of all of it.
Yeah.
And I really like that about my news feed. Like,
Yeah.
Right.
all my friends are
It's not
different,
biased.
It's
It's totally not biased.
They all have all these different opinions, and
That's
when
wonderful.
they share it, it's just a
No,
mix
when
of
people
all
share
of
their
it.
No.
opinions,
It's
fucking
It's more
stupid.
wonderful.
Actually, I don't have a problem with people sharing their opinion. I have a problem with that when it becomes their opinion, and then it goes directly past thought or idea or
Rationale.
something that I want or
Logic.
something that I need to fact.
Yeah. They believe it.
I thought it, and it is now the rule.
But look, does that go back to the old Seinfeld episode where George is telling Jerry he's going to go take that... He hated
watching
Seinfeld? We'll
Seinfeld,
get back to that later.
Who
been
hates
watching that
Seinfeld?
lately.
But the theory was, Jerry has to go take a lie detector test, and George stops him. He says, "Now remember, it's not a lie if you believe it's not a lie." And there's some fucking truth to that, because some people will buy into their own bullshit enough to be like,
That
yeah.
is true.
You know what I mean?
I mean, Fox News, like, if
Eh,
you say it
thank you.
enough.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Fox and Friends, my ass.
Remember how we were like, oh, I rue the day when I wish
This
George
podcast
Bush
is not sponsored by
was
Fox.
actually the president. And, like, I rue the day... I said to myself, I rue the day when I find Fox News, we're leaving.
Yeah.
And that's happening right the fuck now.
What?
Like, Fox News is one of the few... that we would call crazy on the right, that are going, okay, yeah, Biden won, and we're moving on. OEN and whatever the fuck that
What's
other
OEN?
news,
Sorry.
One America News, and then there's another one, and then there's also
The
Trump.
ones that aren't fake.
Those
aren't the fake
I swear,
news.
I don't know if it's really him, but there's literally a YouTube called Donald J. Trump, and he just keeps sharing OAN voter fraud shit.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's part of the proper. If anybody sees something from enough sources, it begins to process as this is real.
Okay, look, if we're going to get political for a minute, can I ask the major political question on my mind right now? I don't know about everybody else's, but as we know, President Trump has still as yet to totally concede the election results. He has challenged all the courts. The courts have fucking basically laughed in his fucking face.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not only that, so he's throwing a temper tantrum right now. So he just might, before he leaves office, go ahead and invade Iran and start a conflict there, just so he'd be like, and now it's your fucking problem.
I can see him doing some crazy shit, like kind of
That's
firebomb
in the air.
everything.
Yeah, he's like, fuck
Oh
it,
yeah,
man.
that's what Trump was. Trump was a bunch of pissed off poor white people throwing a wrench in the fucking engine. And now he's going to do the same thing at the end of his fucking
I have the saddest. I have the saddest theory about this, and it may be fucking true for all I know. Well, let me know what you guys think.
Okay.
I believe on a certain level, not totally, but on a certain level, I think it's plausible that during the Trump election with Hillary, a bunch of college students probably got together. College students that had probably never registered to vote before. Decided to go get their voter registration, and they're going to make a joke and say, let's vote for the reality star guy. Oh my God, wouldn't that be fucking funny? And everybody did it because it's such a fucking social media thing that everybody just sent a fucking link.
Wouldn't this be a what the fuck moment?
What a hoot, what a hoot this would be. And then it happened, and like all these kids now are like, holy fucking shit. Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay.
Whoops.
You know,
where's the undo button?
Yeah, sorry, is there a race? Do you know who I voted for in the 2016 election?
Joe Jorgensen.
I will give you this. It was not somebody on the ballot.
Oh.
So you're talking about writing in?
Yes, I wrote in somebody. Who did I write in?
John Lennon.
No, he's dead. That's silly.
Bernie or Joe?
You can't write in dead people?
No, I guess you could.
No Bernie, no Joe?
I think there is a thing.
Optimus Prime.
I voted for Willie Nelson.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, voted for Willie Nelson because I didn't like either candidate. My sister urged me to go vote. She dragged me to the polls.
Well, see, here's my problem.
And I said I used my American vote to vote for who I wanted, and I didn't like either candidate. I wasn't going to pick the lesser of two evils and vote for Hillary. I didn't like Hillary.
I didn't vote. I'm not a voter.
But she said, "Oh, you threw away your vote. You voted for Trump." I said, "No, I did not. I voted for Willie Nelson." She's like,
well, you didn't throw away your vote because Trump lost. I can't say that.
Well, no, the 2016.
But I can say that.
No, George is 2016.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. In 2016, I did the same thing. I wrote in Bernie. And
so you wrote in yours too?
Yeah.
Oh, up top, brother. Up top. Oh,
but I feel like
and that's why Trump won, you guys.
Yeah, because we threw away our vote and gave it to Trump.
Yeah,
everybody voted like Mickey Mouse and
don't
shit.
Don't get me wrong. I don't disagree with your
Weekend at Bernie's over here.
Yeah, hey, shit. No, Joe, I don't disagree with your
concept.
Yeah, the problem is that we are in the system we're in.
Yeah,
and it's a two-party system, and so they are kind of right.
Yeah, they are kind of, but
it's stupid.
Still, I was exercising my right as an American as I saw fit.
Well, I mean, also, like, you still have, like, it's an electoral college, so you can vote all you want. Like,
I would have loved...
Can turn around and go,
hey, but I would have fucking loved that night...
101.
The election results that night when they had been like... And trailing in third for some reason in 6% is Willie Nelson. Like, I was part of that! Like, enough people wrote in Willie Nelson, it shows up on the board.
That would be cool.
I know, right?
When reached for comment, he said...
Can I tell you this? Oh, I'm almost forgetting we're recording. But the best...
Let's not say anything that's going to be too illegal.
Oh, wait. This is... I can't talk about herbage?
No, we're in
I can? Okay.
Here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's a legal drug now. Nationally.
And from whichever state legally that we're recording this from.
There's not going to be
totally
metadata.
We are in Colorado right now.
The metadata is not going to argue with that at all.
That being said, I was going to turn the tides from one type of political to a different type of something that could
is
be.
Is fucking Bill Maher?
No, shit, no, I forgot what I was going to say.
This is local, though. Because I recently saw... Okay,
I like local.
Can we keep up with all the Indian bullshit that happened a while back?
Hold up now. Wait, are we talking about them engines?
We talking about them engines?
Oh, shit.
Okay, the Native Americans were like, hey, you know what? Or actually, it all started with just some asshole being like, hey, we should change the name of the Indians. I say some asshole when I agree with them, to be honest. But, and they were like, no, we gotta hold on to this. This is our Indians. And then they were like, then they went digging into some shit, and they were like, look at this.
Look,
the fucking Indians told us. The Native Americans.
Cherokee Nation or whatever.
Yeah.
Look,
they were like, they told us it was cool. And then the Cherokee Nation was like, we don't think it's cool anymore.
Yeah, that was old.
Yeah, you guys are kind of a bunch of dicks.
Wait. I do want to say this, though. Think what you want about Louis C.K., okay? He might have been present while he jacked off with some plants with some chicks there. It's allegedly. Whatever. They were there.
We've all been there.
The point is, yes, we've all been there.
With Louis C.K.
I'm married. Louis C.K.
Totally. Totally.
But
you remember when I was like, "Hey, you want to watch me jerk off?" And you're like, "Yeah, that'd be cool."
You're like, I don't care.
And then we just hung out and did it. And
why not?
We're still real good friends.
I've got nothing else to do.
I could kill 5 minutes.
You're like, that fern has never been fertilized better in its life. It's growing like a fucking weed.
I'm gonna have to explain to you how semen and ferns work.
Okay, but my point is, he had a bit that was spot on. It really was. It was spot on. Where he's talking about, hang on.
Yeah, do your thing. I'm gonna leave the show to y'all for a second.
Oh,
No,
God, it's
you're
up to us now?
fucked.
Oh,
Make
the
a
smoke
urine.
is in your eye. Oh, he's urinating, he said.
It's the great nation of urination.
No, according to Joe Pesci, you know what the greatest nation in the world is? Donation.
Wow.
Yeah, did you ever see With Honors? What a good movie. Do I have to wait for my bit for him to get back?
No, you can keep.
Okay, so the Louis C.K. bit, right?
Okay.
Where was I going with it? I forgot
That's
already.
fucking.
Damn.
Okay, damn.
I know, this is some pretty good tobacco.
Okay, so they wanted to change the name, or
Oh,
somebody
yeah,
wanted
yeah.
to
Oh, the
change
Indians.
name.
Indian thing, yes. Okay, yeah, we're talking about Indian thing.
Yes.
Okay, so Louis C.K. had a bit about this is how fucking stubborn Americans are and how stupid they are. He's like, when Columbus came, and he's like, hey, you guys are Indians, right? They're like, no. You're not Indians? No, it's totally different. This is in India? No, it's totally different place. You're not Indians? No. Ah, you're Indians.
Yeah, we still call
And
it.
he's like, and we still do it. He's like, we knew in the first 5 minutes that was wrong, but we still said, fuck it, you're Indians from now on forever.
I mean,
Maybe that was the first time that anybody they just wouldn't let go of what they believed
Yeah,
in.
they're just like, dude, no, I landed in India.
When
These
these guys
are
are
the
talking
East
about
Indies.
tradition, we're talking old school tradition. Like, we're like, no, we're not changing.
no.
For
like,
God's sake.
this is fucking India now. This is
Do you
India,
know-
new India.
Do you have any idea how long it took Sven to tap this into stone with a chisel? It's written now. It's done. Yes. Oh, but Columbus was an asshole. Did you guys ever read the Untold History of the United States?
No, I watched it on HBO.
No,
Yeah.
but it still is good. The Oliver Stone thing,
Yeah.
the Untold, yeah. No, but the book it starts off with Columbus's journal. It's pages from Columbus's journal, and in the first fucking passage, he's talking about coming to the New World, and what he says is, these people have no idea of the value of things. They are so submissive to us. They will make excellent slaves. That is what the first fucking thing he wrote when he got to the New World. He wrote that shit. And guess what? Yeah, they made a mine for gold, and if they didn't get enough gold, they killed all their families and shit.
I mean, you gotta motivate. You're not
Oh,
paying them,
and
so
then
how do you
I
motivate
know.
them?
and there was
Yeah.
a whole lot. Like everybody knows, Genghis Khan went around the world and raped a bunch of people, but so
That's what-
did Christopher Columbus.
Yeah, no. Hey,
Yeah, he
have you
didn't
ever
rape as
watched
much as he murdered,
the
but
Adam
yeah,
Ruins
again.
Everything?
Huh?
Have you ever watched the Christopher Columbus episode of Adam Ruins Everything?
Yeah.
That shit, it's great.
Yeah.
Maybe. Okay, I'm going for it. I'll be back.
Joe's taking a leave.
No,
That's
I'm
cool.
just going right here to get some. Oh, there's an automatic ice thing. All right, cubed is what I like.
He likes it too.
So you were bitching about the Indians too?
Well, I was saying that there's another school in another state, I think, even that's
Yeah.
going through the same thing right now. And I'm like, eventually one of these schools is going to buckle,
Eventually, it's going to be changed.
and then it'll because
Inevitably.
like the Redskins
Yeah.
changed shortly after all that started.
Right.
I mean, we have
Lucy-
to admit the fact that we were wrong as
Lucy lives in Osage, and they're Indians.
Who's
But
Lucy?
have you argued
My
with people
best
online
friend
about this?
Lucy
at all?
is awesome.
No,
I missed that part.
I actually
She lives in
don't
Kansas.
need that kind of stress.
Hey, will you hold this real quick?
Oh man,
Chad
How about the
knows
straw
Lucy.
part?
It's
That's
ridiculous.
fine, I don't care.
I'll wash my hands.
Yes, I know
I'll
Lucy.
drink it. We
Germs,
got into
cool.
some stats before about things too.
Who
I
did?
love Lucy too,
Dude,
I
she
love
is
Lucy.
not
amazing.
the
Who doesn't?
show,
Oh,
but
She is.
She's tinfoil hat.
but who doesn't love
She's
Lucy?
tinfoil hat. Like, yeah, like I picture her at some point, like finding her in a closet writing like hieroglyphics on the wall wearing a tinfoil hat.
Is
Like,
this
I
your
swear to
fantasy? Like, is this what
No,
you
like,
yeah, I
this
feel
is
like
what
this
I
is the
picture.
porn that I'm
Yeah,
seeing.
Like,
this is a fan fiction thing.
She, you know, like I remember one time she said that clouds were cloaking technology.
See,
For the
I have this
sky?
Like it was like clouds were created.
So
to,
the
like,
other clouds
hide
don't see 'em
shit.
coming.
Like if
so-
there was a website
Like a
in my head,
predator
though,
cloud.
like I'm just gonna be serious though. If there was a website in my head that was like porn fantasy hub, that video would be on there.
Did you just wait? Did you just admit that you
Lucy in
have
the
it?
closet.
You already have a porn fantasy site in your head. It's like, well, this is going to be on it. It's going to be top
To be
category.
fair,
Coded already.
To be fair,
He's ready to
Yeah,
launch.
he's ready to
hot
launch.
as fuck.
Yeah.
She's fucking sexy. So to
Yeah.
be fair,
But she always
like,
takes like any conspiracy
tinfoil
theory
hat
and then
or
just
not.
like goes, how far can we go with it?
But
like
that,
she
but look,
she follows the rabbit hole.
did you watch
She
How
will-
I Met Your Mother? Did you ever see the hot crazy scale that they brought up? That's a real fucking thing, by the way.
Yeah.
Hank,
Look, you done fucked up my shirt, dog.
Hank, get down.
Hank.
My
Hank,
dog
you don't-
really likes you.
I know. I'm a good
Sweet.
person. Yeah, Hank. It's cool, bro.
Put it
He's a
away,
liar.
Hank. Put it away.
Put down your lipstick, Hank. Lipstick down.
He's like, I'm putting it on your
No,
lips, though.
no.
Red Rocket.
Okay, so anyway, where were we?
We were talking
My
about how this
sexy
is
friend
in
Lucy
India
and her,
and Lucy.
Yeah,
Her
yeah,
And the
conspiracy
porno site in my
theories.
head.
yeah.
She
Okay.
started doing tarot readings too.
Oh, I would love to talk conspiracy theories. Can we talk conspiracy theories?
That's what I was about to
I wish-
transition.
I wish
Ooh,
we-
yeah,
I
we
wish
could.
Which one are we
could
not-
see
Her
it.
on the phone.
All right, hold on.
Oh, we're gonna put her on speaker.
I don't know. I don't know.
How deep of a theorist are we talking?
I don't know
here?
if she's
Like-
awake. I don't know if she has to work.
Oh shit!
Easy,
about-
killer.
So, 9/11.
It's 9/11.
911.
I just asked what time it was. And you're like 9/11. It's 7:34. Stupid.
Do I have a charger somewhere?
Oh my God,
I've got one.
everybody-
Oh, unless it's an iPhone. Is it an iPhone?
I have
You
one
guys,
of each.
can't believe you guys
I
didn't
have an
remember.
Android charger. I don't have an iPhone
I
charger.
always forget.
I have both phones.
Well, if you need to charge your Android, sister, it's over there. It's plugged in, Derek. Put it in somewhere. Just unplug my headphones. 'cause
Don't
I'm sure
forget.
they're charged by now.
If you buy your chargers from this place, they can give us money.
Oh, do you have a charger business on the side?
No.
No,
it's
I'm just saying if
sponsorship.
somebody was
Oh,
listening,
yeah. Okay, of
and
course.
they have a charger.
I know that'd be
It's
great.
kind of like fishing for sponsors.
Yeah.
Just sit and throw shit out there.
If anybody's listening,
Like
that
I'm
needs
drinking a soda right now, and it could be any soda. It could be your soda. You just have to pay me.
I could drink your soda.
we'll drink your soda on air.
I'll drink your milkshake.
How about that for $1?
What the fuck's $1 gonna get?
Not anything anymore. RoboCop days have changed.
Dude, I know.
I know, right?
RoboCop days have changed. So 9/11.
Okay.
Yes, let's get into it. I love this. Let's go. All right.
9/11.
Yeah.
I'm going to circle back because I got a few. But
How-
9/11, that's a good one.
Why was there thermo residue in the air? If
What
there
you were
was
talking
not-
about is the fucking military grade thermite that they
Yes.
found. Yes.
And the
air.
You explain that, exactly. I'm sorry, but to explain that, they have to first explain how did Building 5 come down. Or Building,
Building
7.
7.
Building 7, my bad. Building 7 come down at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. That's where I got the 5 from. 5 o'clock in the afternoon, that building came down in perfect pancake fucking demolition style, where the center fell, the core fell first. Boom.
And then
They
everything
aired
else.
it one time. It never
Yeah.
came up again. And then the 9/11 report didn't even mention it.
Yeah.
They just said it was caused by a few small fires.
Yeah.
When
Now-
already two towers that should not have fallen from the plane impact nor the jet fuel temperature, which, as they already knew, the jet fuel burned off relatively quickly. So all that was left burning was the office supplies,
and everything in the
which
office.
was not burning at the same rate, nor near the rate to melt steel.
Okay, but the only thing that ever beat me on that, because I watched a bunch of shit on that.
I have too. I have watched my
And
fair share.
the pancake effect, if one of those fucking T-bar fucking
You would
levels
still have seen the
bends
28
enough
core
to break.
columns in the middle of the building sticking up. You still would have seen that.
Oh,
if
they
the
would
floors
come
of
towering down. I mean, they would
No.
come down by.
But you saw
the end of it all.
But there's pictures of those beams, the ones that were still standing, with the perfect cut, angular cut.
I
in
did
them.
see pictures of that.
They were perfectly already cut. Not to mention the fact that 2 weeks before 9/11, there were maintenance people in those elevator shafts doing maintenance for the building.
I mean, that's what they do. They're maintenance people.
Yeah. I'm sorry, but isn't it a little bit convenient that elevator people were in there putting?
But that goes to say that George Bush and his administration is smart enough to get away with all that.
I don't think. No. I do not think George Bush was
Are we
smart enough.
going deep state here?
We're going deep state. Listen to this. George Bush wasn't the fucking mastermind. Hell
Of
no.
anything
Of
ever.
anything ever. No, sir. This was Dick Cheney and Donald Rumsfeld. Because let's not forget.
Rumsfeld.
Can we? Hey,
that
wait,
sounds
wait.
like a German bad guy.
Look,
from a
Mary,
movie.
you've been kind of out of this conversation. I want to ask you, do you remember any of you remember on September 10th of 2001?
Hang on.
September 10th, Donald Rumsfeld came on TV and said, we are missing $3 trillion with a T, trillion dollars, and we can't account for it. Said that on September 10th. Then on September 11th, the World Trade Centers came down, Building 7 came down, we'll come back to that. But also, the one place in the Pentagon that got hit was where Donald Rumsfeld's office was. And also where all the records were kept and shit. And it was the only part of the building that had not undergone the current reinforcement that was going around the whole building. It was the only section
we could have lost Rumsfeld that day?
No, because he wasn't there. He was in a bunker with Cheney pulling some strings.
Well, and that whole thing too, like it was a cruise missile and not a plane, and then where'd the plane go? You know, like that whole thing.
Well, the plane went in the field, didn't it?
No, that was
the plane in the field.
That's United 93.
I'm talking about the plane that hit the Pentagon.
Now look, I have my own problems with the whole. Not only do I not believe the United 93 story that they made the movie about, where they say the passengers overpowered the terrorists.
I have a link. I have a people who I know.
Yeah.
They shot it down.
Oh yeah, they shot it down. Here's why though. Because the people that investigated the scene, like the coroners and all these fucking NIST people, they were like, this is not a fucking plane crash. Like there's a fucking 15-foot gouge in the dirt here. There's no plane parts. There's no bodies. There's no nothing.
Yeah.
Like that plane got shot the fuck up in the sky, and there was just
it's kind of like Bane's plan at the beginning of Batman.
Yeah.
Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah.
It's like, it would make it look like a plane crash. Rip the wings
off.
Rip the wings off and the fuselage. Yes, and it was all gonna. Yeah, no, that didn't work out.
Wait, maybe that's what happened to the plane.
I will have to say
it
though,
was Bane.
I don't know. This is off on a tangent real quick, but I will. Hey, possible sponsorship. Peacock, the app, is wonderful because they have added this month The Dark Knight and Batman Begins, but have not included The Dark Knight Rises because we all know that movie sucks. So, if you download Peacock today, ladies and gentlemen, you can watch the two good Batman movies.
Because he was talking about one of my homeboys that I play games with. He does not like the Nolan trilogy pretty much at all.
At all?
Like he doesn't hate.
That's pretty harsh.
He ranks like Dark Knight first and then third, like most of us.
Yeah.
But he didn't like the Joker. He doesn't like that version.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
like he's big on Jack Nicholson and
Well,
cartoon
he's a
Joker.
fucking alien. Obviously, he's an alien. I think we can put that to rest, right?
Well, I mean...
well, whatever. I mean, he's hilarious. He's a buddy of mine. But the thing is, we were talking about it.
Are aliens,
and one thing I said
I didn't say he was
totally
illegal.
agree on is that movie fell short, and like especially in the logic department,
Right?
Like the Uprising?
Yeah.
No,
Everything fell short.
hold on a second, folks.
How did those guys in the sewers stay shaved that long?
And how did those guys?
They come out 6 months later, clean shaven. They've been underground.
Also, at what point the Gotham City Police Department was like, send everyone in the sewers, and nobody went. No, we should probably keep a few people.
Yeah,
we should
just
keep
a couple
like
guys.
1, 2, 3 people.
Yeah,
How many manholes are there in that city that they could not have come out of?
Here, look, here's the
or
biggest.
come in now?
No, wait. Forget all that. Let's go back to Batman. So he's in the Bane prison. He gets his back broken. He's in there, and the doctor puts him in a rope sling and punches him in the spine.
Yeah,
right?
I always tell Derek
that's how you
I'll
fix
fix his back every time he's like, my back hurts. I'm
going to string you up and punch you in the back.
I mean, roughly that's chiropractic treatment.
So basically, anybody with a bit of agility, having just had your back broken, apparently too, agility, you can escape this prison if you can, mountain climb out of it. Right? So, he does that.
You wouldn't break your back every time you jumped and snapped your fucking...
Right, exactly. That's why he tried to the rope, though. They thought ahead of time and put the rope on him.
Well, no,
but the point is, so what the fuck he makes it out the hole?
He's like, hey, Alfred,
he's still in India.
Yeah.
He has no money. Bane has taken all his money in the stock market, which for some reason nobody has caught as fraud yet.
Yeah. That was another thing.
Yeah, so how the fuck does he get back to Gotham?
People roll with guns up to the stock market and make an illegal trade.
Yeah.
And everybody acknowledges it.
Everybody acknowledges it.
It's by the books. I guess we're going to go back.
This isn't the first time this happened this week.
But here's the fucked up thing. Is so he goes through whatever the fuck blowjobs.
We complain about real life Wall Street.
So let's just face facts. Bruce Wayne had to suck some dick to get on a plane to get back to Gotham. And the first fucking thing he does is spend 3 hours painting with
Mural.
gasoline a mural on a building to light up just at the right time for Commissioner Gordon not to get sucked into the ice or whatever. Fuck all that. He should have been back.
He's been in prison, man. He needs some arts and
crafts time.
Dude, he had arts and crafts time. He got punched in the back. He swung from a rope. He had a TV in there, for fuck's sake. He learned about all the gossip goings on. I know, right? For all things considered,
the rope bondage thing.
He had his own personal doctor. You know,
I think the cell when that movie came out.
You don't get that shit in jail for real. They don't give you a personal doctor in your cell. I'll tell you that.
You can play doctor.
My biggest issue.
No, it's not as fun as you think.
When that movie first came out, though, my biggest issue was Bane, his voice. I just couldn't get past laughing at him. I would get killed if I was in that world so
Holy
quickly.
Shit. Okay, speaking of Tom Hardy and that fucking voice, anyone here in the half circle, anybody in the half circle watched Capone?
Yes.
You've seen it? Have you seen it? Have you seen it? Okay, so just me and Worm have seen it.
Yes.
Okay.
We can do math.
Okay, do you know, have you heard anything about it?
Mm-mm. I mean, I'm assuming it's about Al Capone?
It's about Al Capone. Yes, sir.
It'd be weird if it was
actually, to be fair,
about Bill Capone.
No. To be fair, it's about Fonz Capone, because that's what they call him in this movie. Because the movie starts. Spoiler alert, everybody! The movie starts with a crawl that says Al Capone did some crimes and shit, and then he went to Alcatraz, and then they let him out after 10 or 11 years because he had syphilis, and they were like, let's let him go. Because he had syphilis from when he was like 15.
So let's let him out in the public to spread that shit some more.
Yes, so like once he got to the point where his brain was deteriorating, he was going crazy and shit, they're like, well, let him go. So it was like, So then the next text on the screen goes, This is about the last year of Al Capone's life. Well, the whole movie, everybody refers to him as Fonz. They don't call him Al because they're afraid they're going to trigger something. Like he'll remember. Like he's in the Florida Keys somewhere in a private mansion and shit. This is where he's living out the rest of his life with his family. But he is slowly and then more gradually losing his mind more and more and shit. And it turns into a Joker kind of thing to where you're like, oh, you see these characters come in, and then you realize, oh, they're not even real people. They're ghosts.
He's still going to be dying in prison.
Like,
no.
That's actually pretty good. It's like if Joker was about him.
Yeah.
And if they was directed by like Guy Ritchie's brother or something.
Yeah, because
it was very Guy Ritchie.
It introduces characters
Garth
to him.
Ritchie.
Who was the guy?
And without the accents.
Wait. Who was the guy? I know him. I'm a little drunk right now. I can't remember. Who was the guy that he went fishing with, and then he turned out he was dead because he was the guy that the guy knifed to death or whatever. Who was his buddy? Who was that?
Oh fuck! I can't.
Famous
remember.
actor
I only
too.
watched it. I can't remember. I've only watched it
Anyway. So yeah, but the most distracting thing about it was the movie would have been pretty good overall, but most of the time you couldn't understand what the fuck Tom Hardy was saying. You really couldn't. You couldn't. And even though he's speaking Italian for half the movie, he's screaming it like blood curdling levels, and like the words are going by, and you're like, oh, that's kind of weak dialogue or whatever. But like even when he's speaking English, you can't understand what the fuck he's saying.
Well, his method, so like when he gets into a character, he can't shake it. So Bane's going to be a part of every role from now on.
If we're gonna talk about Tom Hardy being method, let's go to Star Trek Nemesis and let's discuss him playing a young Picard. How do you think he did?
I don't know.
I always thought that was really good.
I thought it was good too. Derek, what did you think?
I didn't see it, so I think
you didn't see Star Trek Nemesis. You're out of the fucking podcast.
Did, but like I didn't. Care.
I'm sorry, your time was up, Mary.
They had the like clone and
Data died.
Oh yeah.
Spoiler alert: Data died in that one.
I didn't realize that was Tom Hardy. I didn't.
Luke was like, "You're not my father." Oh, I can't be.
Here's what a lot of people don't know about that time in Tom Hardy's life. Like he did that movie, and then it was like not well received, and so Tom Hardy went on like a crack binge and shit.
Huh.
Like, yeah, he got way deep into fucking crack and shit and alcohol. And so he's like, I give up on acting. I tried to be a young Patrick Stewart and failed. What do I do now? That was the crack smoking sound.
Then he became fucking Mad Max, though.
And then he did. Look, it may be the unpopular opinion in the room, but I didn't care. I didn't care that much for Mad Max Fury Road. I said it. It's a movie about driving back and forth to a place with some explosions and a basis with a flamethrower. That's what it's about. That's
I was entertained.
Over here in the corner.
Thank you. 50%. Woo!
I think
Yes,
that
brother.
they made a huge deal
Don't
about
get me wrong,
and
I thought it was
maybe-
It was overhyped. It was overhyped.
Maybe
Yeah.
it was overhyped,
But it was
I did
beautiful,
enjoy it.
and I liked every.
It
I
had
liked
good
it.
scenes, but that's all it was. You
I-
could just
I
watch a
enjoyed it.
YouTube compilation of the best scenes, and it had been 20 minutes.
Well, it is the ultimate.
Break down. Here's my thing. Break down that movie and its fucking lore for me.
Oh, wait. We have to pause for a minute because at the time of this broadcast, the actor who played the main villain
Yeah,
with the mask,
he
he just died. So
Oh,
that's-
yeah, he
Yeah,
did.
So
he
props to
did.
him. Big
He
bucket of
also
win.
played Toe Cutter in the first Mad Max.
He did.
Yeah.
The director brought him back. So yeah.
But I think to me, and I've watched the old Mad Maxes. I've watched them since I've watched
love
Fury
Road
Road.
Warrior.
What is your favorite
And-
of the old Mad Maxes?
Road Warrior.
Road Warrior, the
Yeah.
second one.
Yeah.
No, the first one's Road Warrior.
No, second one's
Second one's Road Warrior. The first
Mad
one.
Max.
First is the first one.
Mad
I
Max.
thought it was. I thought it was Road
And then
Warrior,
it's
then
Road
Mad
Warrior.
Max, and then Mad
No,
Max
because
Thunderdome.
society is
Yeah,
still
Thunderdome.
together
I
in
like
Mad Max.
Thunderdome.
I like
Y'all,
Thunderdome too.
Thunderdome was a
Look,
pretty good movie, yeah.
dude, that's my favorite too.
I'm a huge fan.
I'm with
Master Blaster.
I'm with Mary on that one. Me and Mary again. On that one.
Well,
I will say
love
this
Road
though,
Warrior.
Master
is
Blaster,
there,
man,
I don't
and then-
feel like there's a fucking lore to it. Like it's just a bunch of random, not cyberpunk,
Oh wait,
It's not explained.
wasteland war place.
It's not explained lore, and I think Fury Road gets that across better than the others because of budget. They get across.
You're like, look, there's a gas and water shortage.
Yeah, there's
This is
all
the-
these
this
things
is the
going
situation.
on. You have to pay attention to like why is he a blood bag? It's because it's radioactive from this,
Right.
and these parts of your body are no longer working. So
Yeah.
it's all built in, but there's no explanation. It is visual storytelling. I feel like it's one of the best visual storytelling we've seen in a long time. To where without dialogue, you get through this movie.
You don't need the fucking
Exposition.
You don't need the
scenes.
exposition guy. Yeah, just spitting out fucking.
I guess
and
I'm a
this is
stupid
why this
ass,
and this is
'cause
why
maybe
that.
I need it.
I don't need that guy
because I don't I didn't get a lot of that just
Right.
from
Like,
what's the silver shit they're spraying in his face? And they go,
That's
No,
one
they're
of
just
the
getting
cults.
they're just getting high on the paint fumes and shit. They're like, oh, fucking.
Yeah.
But it's
Like
a religious thing. It
Yeah.
marks them for them. It's part of their
Yeah.
religious thing. Like there's,
okay.
it's the only screenplay that was done by a comic artist with panels and no words.
and
Yeah.
LSD
I mean,
and LSD.
I'm hoping LSD because if not,
Yeah.
that
And
dude
what the
has
fuck?
So
That
many
guy-
issues.
He's got some problems.
He's like Rob Bottin with the thing.
I just feel like in a
Oh
gas
god
shortage,
damn! Can we talk about this for a second?
in
Can
a
we
gas
talk about
shortage, maybe we shouldn't be just riding out in the
Wait,
desert.
can we?
Like,
I want to
using
talk
all our
about.
gas.
Wait! I want to talk
That is a
about.
valid point.
All right, fair
I
enough.
don't mean to tear it down right now.
Fucking
but
fair
that was
enough.
the first thing that popped in my head.
All right. fair
I mean,
enough.
you could say the same thing about half of the things I love. I mean,
Uh-huh.
tear apart the Matrix. Everybody has.
Yeah, dude, the first
I mean,
one's
the
great.
Wachowskis did with part 3.
Oh my god! Can we talk about? They're not the Wachowski sisters now.
But when they made it, they were the brothers.
Yeah, they were the
They made
brothers.
it, they were
But
the brothers.
wait! It gets deeper now because now the star of Juno and the Umbrella Academy.
Oh yeah,
How we knew
Elliot.
Yeah, it's now Elliot
Elliot.
Page, not
Elliot.
Ellen Page anymore. It's
Yeah.
Elliot Page, and apparently her character
X-Men's
will not change.
Ellen Page.
Yeah, she was no. Well, yeah, she was in X-Men. She was who was
Yeah, like
she? Kitty Pryde.
Kitty Pryde. Yeah.
Yeah, she was Kitty Pryde.
She's really Pride now.
She's super Pride. She's super Pride now. She's not just Kitty about it.
He's super Pride.
Oh,
Hey.
I'm sorry. My bad. I'm
They.
so sorry. They, him.
I don't know if they work there.
No. I
No,
read.
they
No, I
is
read the
very-
story. She puts her pronouns as him and his and they.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's they
Like,
is okay.
okay, then I can see a problem there because calling things
I
they.
always get like I don't want to ever offend anybody, and I'm always
Right.
confused.
Yeah, but they can't
like,
be
on what
offensive.
to
It's not
say.
it. You know.
Well, no,
like-
but they is like the outsider. They, them, not us.
You know-
they. It's a very innate.
yeah, but
primal
you're digging
thing.
deep now.
Well,
Dude,
Yeah,
Patton
like-
Oswalt had a great bit on it where he was talking about like, look, there are two separate sets of people right here. One of them, I want you to guess who is the asshole and who is the one who's trying. You know. And one of them was just like, oh, that fucking dyke over there, she did this and that. And then the other guy was like, well, I believe she was of the lesbian persuasion. He's trying his hardest to like get all the pronouns right and everything, but he comes off a little bit more of a dick. But he's trying, you know?
Why can't we just call people names? Like it's Chad.
If you've changed your name,
Or
we'll just call you.
Chadathy.
Right,
So
right.
now we will call
see,
Ellen
or
Page.
Chad
I
O'Reilly.
will call anybody whatever the fuck they want to be called. If I'm wrong, just let me know and I'll correct it.
I don't want to
Exactly.
call at all. I prefer text.
Like, I don't care. Like, one of my carriers is transgender, and when she signed the contract, she had to sign it as her legal name, which was a boy's name, but she identifies as a female. Like, it's her, and she, yeah.
Did she go all the way and get the wing chopped off?
No, I don't think so.
Try to get Ben Shapiro to call her. Is she?
I don't want to name my name.
You ain't got to. We know who it is.
But, like, she's actually really cool.
I'm sure.
You remember?
Yeah.
I used to know a gay guy who cut my hair all the time. He was cool as shit.
James Harvey.
Yes, James Harvey.
One of my best friends, Chase.
Steve Harvey.
No, he's
Okay.
James Harvey.
He
And he apparently drags now.
Yes, he
drags.
was.
Do you know James's drag name?
God, I used to know this.
He's on Facebook. He's my friend on Facebook. On both of the profiles.
I've seen him perform a couple times.
Have you?
Yeah.
Oh,
He's really good.
that's funny. James bailed me out of jail the first time I was ever in jail. Okay, here's the story, sir. Okay,
Okay.
I was living in Port Arthur with my girlfriend Suzanne. Our friend Ashley needed to ride back home at the end of the night. So she's like, oh, I gotta be home tonight. Like, I can't stay the night. So Suzanne said, can you please take Ashley home? I'm like, I really don't want to. Like, one of my taillights was out, right?
Yeah.
So I didn't want to get pulled over from my taillight being out. I drove during the day because it was safe, right?
Right.
Anyway, so this is like 2:30 in the morning. So she's asking me to go bring her from Port Arthur to Little Cypress from Reesville, which for all you listening is about a 30-minute drive, right?
And not through the best parts of this
No,
area.
sir. It's cop-ridden all the fucking way.
Yeah.
And so...
And not the cool kind of fun cops you see on that
No,
show.
sir. No.
Not
So-
like Reno 911.
So I drop off my friend, and as I drop her off and take off and start going down the road, I see headlights coming behind me. And then, whoop, there's the blue and the whites, and look, what the hell, man? Pull over, and the guy, he see your ID, showed him my ID. I had a ticket for paraphernalia. They found a marijuana pipe in my car earlier in the year previous, to which I was paying off in monthly installments for my paraphernalia charge.
Yeah.
But at one point, I got enough money. I worked some overtime at Burger King, where I worked, so I had a little extra scratch on me. And I said, I'm going to go up to the court, pay it all, get done with this shit. So I went up to the court clerk and I said, hey, I want to pay off the rest of my ticket. I got the money right here. Boom, done deal. Had the receipt, put it in my wallet.
Good place to keep it.
Good place to keep it, right. Thinking that's where I would need to use it. But this guy said, you have a warrant because of an unpaid paraphernalia ticket.
Hang on.
And I said,
You done over there?
yeah, you done, you son of a bitch.
He's telling a story over
For
here.
God's sakes.
I wanted my ice crushed.
Oh, everybody,
It's not the only thing you're crushing here.
dreams and hopes
My dick.
and his
Sorry,
dick.
Didn't mean to ruin your story about the time you went to jail.
Which
This
time?
is the first time. This is the first, you bastard.
I'm
Anyway,
sorry, I only went to jail once.
Anyway,
It was a grueling 12 hours.
we can get into it later if we want to. This is the first incident. The point is, they said you had an unpaid ticket. And I said, no, sir. Actually, as a matter of fact, I have the receipt in my wallet. I paid it off. Here you go. He goes, oh, okay. Give me a second. Goes back to his car for a few minutes. Comes back and says, look, man, yeah, you got the paperwork and everything that works out, but apparently there was a $25 late charge that they didn't put onto this ticket, so you still owe the $25 late charge.
So I go to jail because your paperwork fucked up?
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. So they go, I'm sorry. And this was the cop that had a trainee with him. Because this is 2:30 in the morning. This is trainee.
Transgender.
No. No, it was a trainee. She was a woman.
You don't know that, Joe.
I'm telling you, she was a woman.
How did you know?
No, I do know.
Yeah,
But I was just
fucking with you about your pronunciation there.
Wait.
Trainee.
I just want to say, I do believe had this trainee been a man, they would not have run me through the ringer. I just want to say that. I just want to say because it was a woman, this deputy in charge was like, let me show you how it's done, baby.
Wow.
So, like, he was really cool with me because he's like, look, we noticed you dropped your friend off over there. Instead of impounding my car, they allowed me to drive back to the house, park the car in their, the side of the street and leave them the keys and shit before they handcuffed me in front, by the way, not behind my back.
Oh, that's nice.
That was nice of them, right? They handcuffed me in the front.
I hate the behind the
Put
back.
me in the back of the police car, halfway to the Orange County Jail. The cops look at each other, and then they look back at me. And then the male cop driving goes, look, man, we only do this for the cool people. Just so you know. And he pushed a tape into the fucking cassette player. And Bad Boys started to roar over the fucking speakers. Bad boys, what's he gonna do? I'm like, you motherfuckers, man. Really? And they're laughing their fucking asses off. Here's the kicker. I get to the jail. This is the same jail in Orange County that I'd used in my student movie in high school when I was a senior. I called the jail and asked permission to shoot there for a scene in the movie. And they were like, yeah, come down and do your student movie. That's cool.
We'll let all those cellmates out.
Yeah. No, so I get there and the people in booking are going, isn't that the kid who did that movie here last year or whatever? I'm like, yeah, I think it is that guy. They were super nice and they stuck me in the drunk tank next to the drunk tank that wasn't full of people. They put me in my own drunk tank. I got to be
You got a private suite.
I got a private fucking suite, right? Because they knew I was that kid that did the movie. And they knew, it was like, okay, here's the thing. It was a $25 late charge for the ticket that they didn't charge me for, which I was more than willing to pay. So it was that plus $50 to get me out of jail. So for a total of $75, I was free and clear. I was a free man, didn't have to face anything else for $75.
Huh.
I'm calling my friends. I go, oh my God, guys. Look, can you guys help me out? I'm in Orange County Jail. I need $75. I'm like, dude, we're tapped. Because sadly, at the exact same time this went on, our friend Sean, his mom had gotten released from jail, stole Sean's checkbooks, and was writing hot checks all over town.
Oh, shit.
And shit. So we were constantly having to put money together to bail Sean out of jail for his mom writing hot checks. It was all in his name.
Damn.
And then we're like, dude, we don't have any money. I'm like, it's $75. Like, can nobody rub together $25 a piece? 3 of you? Really? Fuck you guys, man. Like,
I'll rub
my
y'all
God.
together for it.
So the cop walks by and he's like, this is like two hours later. He's like, dude, really? Nobody can come up with $75 for you? I'm like, apparently not. And I sit there, and then James Harvey, of course, who was me and my girlfriend Suzanne's neighbor. Suzanne knew him before I did.
Yeah.
But he was our neighbor in the apartment complex. And she had reached out to him and was like, Joe needs $75 to get out of jail. He's like, done. And he came and got me out of jail.
Nice.
So
James a cool guy.
I'm very much supportive of the LGBT community, and they've added some other letters that I can't remember right now, but those letters too.
I think there's just a Q.
Good for them, man. Good for them.
I think there's just a Q you missed.
There's like 2 more. There's Q and something like Q and A they've added. I believe. You can look it up right now because you got your phone out.
Oh, I could, huh?
You could, because you're the one with your phone out.
Mary, it's
This
story
guy right
time.
here. Mary, yes,
what am
exactly.
I looking up?
No,
Anything?
it's
No,
story
no.
time.
That is original story. We want something from the heart, yo.
Oh, wrong person to ask.
You asked first.
QIA.
She's like, I've got a heart.
What kind of story you want about getting
I don't know. You
arrested?
should take.
I've
we should
never
all-
been to jail. I've gotten arrested, but I've never been to jail.
Good for you.
I made it to the
been
bench.
to jail and I've done some time, yo.
Oh, I spent the
I,
Like
night.
I spent my nickel.
spent the
Come
night-
give me confidence. This is what I got.
When I turned 16, my parents gave us all, me and both of my brothers, one get out of jail free card.
Uh-huh.
Is it
I
like from
used
the
mine on my
Monopoly?
Which
ex-husband,
literally, if
not
you went
this
to jail,
ex-husband.
which literally meant if you went to jail, call me. I'll get you out of jail.
Exactly.
So you had one of those.
I
I didn't
used
have any of
mine
those.
on
Uh-huh.
my ex-husband, my first husband.
Not
Not this guy.
Not this guy.
Okay, good.
I get
The
myself
first
out of
one. My
I gotta do my own
oldest
job.
dad.
Yeah.
He was going to pick up weed and got arrested.
Oops.
And my parents bailed him out. I sacrificed my one get out of jail free card.
Aren't you just the Jesus of get out of jail free cards?
I guess, because we didn't have any of that shit.
Look, at the time, my daughter was a week old. Mm-hmm. I was hormonal. I had just got home from the hospital.
Don't you
Newborn baby.
Wait, let me ask the other 3 men in the room. Don't you wish we had the excuse to be like, I'm sorry, Your Honor, I was hormonal. I couldn't deal with the shit. I had the hormones raging. I couldn't deal with it. Your Honor, you understand.
For the record, we can't. We have hormones.
I cried. Yeah. I cried. It was emotional.
Not like that, though. No, not like that.
But yeah, I used my one get out of jail free card.
Up top?
On him. I never needed mine. Thank God. Knock on wood. I mean.
Yeah, not yet.
I mean, I could have used it, but hey.
Not yet.
Sorry about that. I went to bed and he went to jail.
How long did you spend in jail?
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure I did more.
That was when you got arrested on the sidewalk.
I'm already knowing.
Threatening back scratcher.
Yeah,
you threatened her? And you're spinning a back scratcher right now. You threatened her with a back scratcher?
No.
Holy shit.
I went to sleep and he went for a walk. And the next thing I know...
There's a back scratcher in my face.
No, he's in jail.
Oh.
No, she doesn't even know that. I get back and tell them the story.
Yeah, I didn't know shit about it. Like, he went for a walk and the cops pulled him over and he had a back scratcher that he was twirling like he always does. Yeah. And they were threatened by it.
Yeah, they're like, put it down. And I thought they were talking about this, like they thought that I had a joint.
So at one time you were spinning a back scratcher and smoking a cigarette, and when they said put it down, you thght they were talking about the cigarette.
I thought it was
not the silver shiny thing in your hand that's spinning around.
It's a fucking back scratcher.
Well, that's a cigarette.
Well, this looks like a joint. That's what I assumed. They thought it was a joint.
No, I'm pretty sure they were probably more concerned with the shiny, spinny thing in your other hand.
I didn't realize they were small children at the time. But I did do my longest burn.
I did learn that Nerf guns are quite effective for small children, but not for me. So I had a gun.
So the cop starts running my stuff.
Right.
Like he searches me. He's like, do you have anything in your pocket?
As rightly he should.
Well, you have to get permission. And I'm like, yeah,
do
I got nothing. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And so, like, all I've got is all these, like, finger lights. We were doing, like, sock puppet things. And so the finger lights, he's like, why do you have so many fucking flashlights on you?
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, because I'm walking around at night.
So I need all the
lights. And he's like, well, why don't you walk around in the daytime? And I was like, well, because
I'm a vampire.
Well, I work at night, so when I get off, sometimes I like to walk around and kind of blow out energy.
All right.
And he's like, well, what time do you work? And I was like, 2 to 11. He goes, that's not night. And I was like, part of it is. Like,
dude.
Part of it is.
Not night.
So he was kind of a dick the whole time. And as he's running my shit, I'm like, just killing time. I'm like, why'd you get into law enforcement? And he was like, well, I
wanted to have the power over the other people.
He
stand in his Texan.
That's
German all of a sudden?
Yeah, he said that shit because he was a Nazi.
Yeah, I was gonna say, no. He was like, one of my family members did it, and I thought I could help, and all the typical spiel.
Yeah.
And I was like, so, like, where do you want to go from here? Because I know this isn't your end game, like, Cornatius, late night cop. Yeah. And he started going to this long spiel. He's like, well, I wanted to get into the alcohol, like, what is it called? The drugs and alcohol department.
The DEA, the ATF?
I think it's the DEA. He's like,
that's Drug and Alcohol Enforcement. Drug Enforcement Agency.
Yeah, that's where he wanted to go and stuff. So, like, and this is like over like 40 fucking minutes as he's running my shit, and we're sitting there talking, and I'm just plowing him with more questions. And at the end, like, he's like, I want to do this, I want to do this. I'm like, so you don't want to be a detective, right? Like, you're not at all going to be a detective. And he's like, oh, you dick. So I went to jail.
That's how it goes, brother. Ladies and gentlemen, that's how it goes.
It's like, you're walking around at night. Why do you have flashlights? Well, detective.
Look, I want to ask Mary a question.
What's that?
Mary, I've come in here and I've offered my entrance fee as some Sailor Jerry's rum. I noticed that you have some Jägermeister close to you. Is that yours? Is that your Jägermeister?
It is.
Okay, do you believe... Wait, I have a question, damn it. Do you believe that Jägermeister has deer blood in it?
I mean...
Goddamn better.
If it doesn't,
fucking better.
Well, I mean, So let's say, if it does that stop you from drinking it? Or is it just like, fuck it, makes it even more hardcore?
It does not stop me from drinking it. It
Nothing.
doesn't really...
Up top, sister!
I mean,
yes!
I would probably drink Deer Blood.
That's what I want to hear.
I'm
Fuck
feel
yes! Yeah. It was like, Deer Blood, whatever. I got her stuck in bat snacks.
Deer Blood?
Here, what you want?
I drank worse.
Yeah,
Okay?
yeah, I drank worse. That's her tagline. Like, Mary, I drank worse.
I mean,
Well, she did say it. I didn't say it. She said it.
she's not lying.
She's not lying.
I've seen her drench it down.
Okay, look. Wait.
Yeah, puddles.
Look. I feel like we got off on a major tangent.
I remember when he told me that you pissed his pants. I was like,
Whoa, now we haven't discussed
Did
this.
she take my jacket off first?
Wait. Hold on. Who pissed their pants?
No.
What happened?
Somebody got fucked up and pissed their pants.
Who did?
Somebody got really fucked up off like Xanax and Jaeger. Fucking Jaeger, dude.
Is somebody's name start with Mary?
Yeah. Maybe.
Huh. Hey, that's
And
not...
it's so funny. Like Chad
Dude,
gave me
we've
the
all done
nickname
terrible
Puddles
things.
afterwards. This was years ago.
Yeah.
But he gave me the nickname Puddles afterwards, and like anytime he says it, everybody assumes it's something else. Like they don't automatically think, oh, she pissed herself. They think,
She's like, oh,
Puddles-
maybe she's a squirter.
Like, yeah.
She's a squirter. Everybody knows. She's like, no, Puddles thinks she pissed herself.
No, she straight fucking pissed herself.
Oh, that's deep.
She doesn't know how to orgasm right apparently.
It happened.
Wait. I would love to take this opportunity.
God, that was
right
like
now.
10 years ago. Can you believe that?
Wait. This is groundbreaking right now.
Oh, it is?
Yes, I think so.
Okay,
We're
hold
gonna
on.
We're gonna ask Mary. Mary,
Yeah.
when a woman squirts, is it orgasming or just straight peeing? Your thoughts as a woman.
I mean, it's an orgasm.
Have you squirted? Not to get too deep.
I mean, like, mine doesn't protrude like you see women in porn.
I know, but I'm saying,
you know,
It's not like
mine
a super
just-
soaker.
When
Mine's
there's a
just
puddle,
like-
when there's a puddle and a mess, when there's a puddle and a mess, that counts. This counts.
Yeah, no, like it's an orgasm.
Well,
like,
Joe,
I mean, I guess it could.
Whenever you
know, like
orgasm, is
Oh,
it
clearly
like
that's
pee?
when I pee. That's clearly when I pee.
Clearly it's urine, yeah.
Yeah, I know when it is. But I'll put it out there. I've been with a few ladies that didn't know I've been with a few ladies that did know if they could. But a few ladies that didn't know if they could, like, I don't know if I squirt or not. But I knew enough background knowledge to know that, like, if your bladder feels like you're gonna pee,
I don't get laid
don't
enough
think
for
you're
this
gonna pee because you're
podcast.
not gonna pee. You're gonna come really hard.
right, like you empty your bladder beforehand, and
Right.
like it's.
That's the step, because
it's
then
a
you
similar
feel like.
sensation to having
Right,
to
there-
pee, but it's
It's
not.
still pressure,
Right. But that's what.
like pressure down there.
Right, but that's what scares most women into going through with it, because they're like, they hold back and
think
go,
they're gonna pee?
I think I'm gonna pee.
That's
Yeah,
weird.
I know.
What kind
So,
of women do you associate with?
I'm just saying.
I know some squirters.
But I know some too. I'm just saying.
I
But
don't get
amongst the
laid enough
community,
for this conversation.
whatever. Don't you give me that crap. Just because you told me about your mucus, the man mucus that was cloudy.
When did I tell you about that?
It was earlier.
Oh.
You mentioned it in passing.
Cloudy mucus.
I was
Cloudy
like,
man
oh yeah.
mucus.
I do remember now. I was in the kitchen.
Yeah,
And I was like, hey, what's up,
Man
Joe?
mucus.
We haven't seen each other in a decade, but my mucusy cloudy cum.
I know that
I
we're-
wanted to make sure you
I
knew
know that
about
we're
it.
making this turkey roll up right now with the tortilla.
Cloudy
But
man
like,
mucus.
yeah, you know how that shit's cloudy? I know, brother.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, you need to get some more potassium in your shit. He's like, yeah, I got you. I gotta get some more
I know,
potassium.
man. There's air bubbles and shit. It's bad.
It is bad.
Blow air bubbles.
That's super bad. That's
I can just picture you jerking off and there's just bubbles floating off.
Yeah, it's like that,
That
scene.
is kind of
It's
scary.
like that scene in fucking
Oh my
Willy
God.
Wonka. You know? It's just
Oh my
bubble,
God.
bubble, bubble.
Yes.
And then we all start floating towards the fan.
Yeah. Fart quick. Just fart to save your life. Because it wouldn't be burping. It'd be farting. In the real life, it'd be farting. If we were dealt with that fucking card, think of how sadistic Willy Wonka was. Like, for real.
Everything was wrong with it, yeah.
Yeah, everything was terrible.
Like,
He knew.
It was rigged from the get-go.
Yeah, he knew from the get-go.
Especially, you know who's the worst?
Who? Who's
Charlie.
the worst? Charlie's the worst? I think
Charlie.
I'll be the... look, I would say Grandpa's the worst. Anybody
Grandpa is the worst.
Grandpa's grandparents in that movie were the worst.
No, but Grandpa Joe was the worst.
He was
of the
like,
worst.
"Oh, we're gonna go back to the factory. I'm dancing." You know?
Yes, exactly. This man has spent decades in a bed with his, in-law fucking parents across the way, and then one day when Charlie gets a golden ticket, he just flips the blankets around and spins around and does a dance and song, and you're like, Grandpa Joe, I didn't know you were choreographed. Like, what the fuck is going on here?
Think about like what motivated him to stay in that bed. Like, what kind of kinky shit were they getting?
No, they were getting into some deep shit. Like,
and it's in the room with all the kids.
Yeah, they were doing some swinger ass shit like under the blankies. I'm sure of that. But
I've never spent 10 years under the blanket with 3 other people, but I assume some shit goes. Yeah,
but Grandpa Joe gets the gumption enough to be like, "Yeah, Charlie, I'm totally with you, bro. Let's go do this. Let's do this thing." And he shows up, and he's like, as soon as Willy Wonka does my cane is stuck in the bricks, and I do a somersault,
yeah,
and I'm totally okay. You know, Grandpa Joe is still cognizant enough. Even though he's been in a bed for like 2 decades or whatever.
Like muscle atrophy.
Yeah, he's totally fine. He's like, Charlie, don't trust this motherfucker right here. Like, this dude right here, I wouldn't trust him at all.
You know that scene's Gene Wilder's pitch. Like, that was his
idea.
He
wouldn't do the movie without it. Gene Wilder said, I have to do this scene. He's like, I want to go down the walkway. I want my cane to get stuck in the brick and do a somersault so everybody knows, like, oh, we can't trust this guy. Yeah, we can't trust this guy from day one. That's what he wanted.
Because I'm the bad guy of the movie.
He did the same shit. He did the same exact shit to Mel Brooks on Young Frankenstein.
Yeah.
Because he wanted to have the fucking putting on the Ritz bit in there. And Mel Brooks was like, that's fucking stupid. Nobody's ever going to laugh at that. He's like, I feel so strongly about this. If you don't put it in the movie, I'm out. And Mel Brooks was like, fine, okay, we'll edit it in.
We'll shoot it.
We'll shoot it. Whatever. And it was the biggest laugh of the whole fucking thing. And Mel Brooks was like, I'll never doubt you again, man.
Also probably not going to cast you again.
Yeah, probably not going to cast you again. Which he didn't, I don't think. Did he?
I don't think he did.
He didn't, no. But he was right. That's the fucking thing.
Yeah, the Jewish egos, man. You don't get right about shit, or they don't fucking hire you again.
We didn't mean to go down that rabbit hole. But, yes, what Derek and no one else said is what he said.
Hey, man.
Deadpool pops up in the middle of the podcast? What does Deadpool say? What's it say?
It's just my background.
What does he say? What's the voice box saying?
Because my common sense is tingling.
Oh. Well, that seems to fit. By God.
I have new tattoos that I've gotten, and I'm wondering if you care.
I care. Do you know I have it? Chat, I don't even know that you know I have a tattoo.
Do you like new age adult cartoons?
New age adult cartoons.
If it's not anime, then yes. If I like Rick and Morty, I got that. If it's not anime, then yes. Yeah, I got you.
All right, well, tell me.
I do the best Meatwad impression you've ever heard in your life.
I don't know.
You don't know?
We can have a Meatwad off. We can have a Meatwad off.
Oh,
actually,
he's my challenger?
Meatwad.
Holy shit!
Meatwad was actually going to be one of the new tattoos.
I got you, brother.
Get your goddamn fucking tattoos. I have to.
Tattoos. Oh God! What is it? What is that? That is. That's Rick. I mean Morty with a fucking trident.
That's Evil Morty.
Evil Morty with a trident.
And then over here,
he's got more. Oh, we got over shit.
Pickle Rick.
Okay. Pickle Rick with who? Who's this guy?
That's Cancer Archer.
Who the fuck is that?
You know Archer from the cartoon
Archer?
Archer?
I know Archer.
You never saw the episode where he got breast cancer?
No, I saw like one episode. I mean, like one season.
Oh, okay. Show. In the second or third season, he gets breast cancer, and for 2 episodes, he's walking around with a fucking IV, and he's on fucking chemo and shit.
I will say this much. I love John Benjamin, H. Benjamin, whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah, H. John Benjamin's right.
Do you know where I fell in love with him at?
Aquafina Hunger Force?
No.
No? That was the first time I ever
heard his voice. Sir. Dr. Katz, professional therapist. He was Benjamin Katz.
He was also Coach McGurk.
He was Coach McGurk on Home Movies. I loved him in that too. But the first thing I fell in love with was fucking Dr. Katz. I love Dr. Katz because they had like '90s comedians coming in there and doing bits and shit.
Bits,
It was all animated in squiggle vision and shit.
Yeah.
And then it would cut to like little bits with like
It sounds,
Benjamin
I've only
and
seen
like
a little
the
bit of it,
receptions.
but it's like if
Oh, it's
12-ounce
so good.
mouse was good.
Dude, it's so much better than 12-ounce mouse.
Which I liked a few episodes of 12-ounce mouse. I won't
Everybody
lie.
did.
But
You know what I really enjoy? Besides Aqua Teen Hunger Force, obviously.
yeah,
I really enjoy fucking Squidbillies.
Squidbillies is good.
Oh my goodness, Squidbillies is
It's
wonderful.
out there.
It's so wonderful.
It's definitely out there.
Look, he just came from the fucking escape room. He was in the panic room. He could have hit the button at any time, you guys. He could have hit the button at any time. Anytime.
All right.
My panic room.
Derek, look, I hate to say it, but brother, you've grown a gut.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
He got a little belly.
He did get a little belly, right?
It's a lesbian.
I'm trying
It's
to
a
go.
lesbian?
I'm trying to go.
Are you growing a
Having
lesbian,
in there?
I mean, where do you think they come from?
I guess. Shit, I didn't know. I thought they were just
didn't know.
naturally born, but they're
I'm
like,
going
no.
for the fat Brando.
Wait,
dude.
my
I'm gonna be
question
able to
is-
shave my head.
Wait, that was my
My
next
question is, are you going to poop them out like normal humans do things? Or are you going to like...
shit. No, wait,
Is it going
wait.
to come out your chest?
Oh, shit. I gotta show you
Fucking
the
alien.
picture.
I mean, lesbian.
It's only wait. It's only fair that I show Derek the picture because I didn't expect Derek to be fucking bald when he picked me up. I did not expect Derek to pick me up bald.
Why do you have so many different IDs?
I don't worry about that shit, bro. Here's my offender ID card. All right.
Oh God!
So this is what I got in state jail. Now the first picture I'm going to show you is from day one. Day one where they shave you fucking bald and make you a baby man. And then the next picture I'm going to show you is 4 months later after I've put in a petition to the warden to have a quote-unquote religious beard pass, which meant I didn't have to shave. But it also meant I couldn't sculpt my beard in any way. You just had to let that shit grow out. So, here is day one in state jail in Atascocita, Texas in January of 2020 this year. That's what it looked like.
Bullshit.
That's a fucking real picture. Now you ready for 4 months later in jail? What I look like?
Okay.
Here it is. 4 months later in jail.
Neither one of those is you.
All right, you ready, Mary? Here we go. This is day one.
No.
Day one, bald.
Okay.
Okay, here. Close your eyes.
I'm not going to close my eyes.
All right, well then here. Boom.
You
That's
know
4
how-
months later.
You know how I know that's not you?
That's me. That's me in both
You
pictures.
said 2020.
All right, you
Look at
ready?
your hair right now.
All right, Worm, you ready? Here we go. Day one. Boom. This is what you see.
Who the fuck is that? Is that your uncle?
It's me.
I know.
What's sad is I look like my pawpaw.
Oh, wow.
Here is 4 months later. Boom.
Oh, wow.
Didn't you say to
Huh.
2020?
2020. This was this year. This was in January of this year.
Why is your hair so long?
Because I let that shit grow out ever since I got out of jail. Yes, sir.
That much. in
My hair was
less-
really long before I got my hair cut. Before this, I had a ponytail. I had long
Well,
hair.
I'm just saying, like, I understand hair grows, but not that fast, Joe.
My hair grows
Bullshit
fast.
Story.
No,
I'm
no,
calling
no.
bullshit on this.
No, my hair
bullshit
grows-
flag on the play, dude.
I will tell you this much, brother. My hair is... Do you know why I grew my hair long in the first place?
To look like John Lennon.
No. The reason I grew my hair long in the first place was so that I could donate my long hair to Locks of Love.
Okay.
Yes, because my mother died of cancer, and I spent so much time down there in the fucking cancer ward with the wig people and shit. I was like, I will do that. When I get old enough, I'll do that shit. And I did it 3 times. I sold my hair. No, I just gave it to him. It wasn't even selling it.
Right.
It was giving. It was donating my hair. And it had to be a foot long. It had to be natural. I couldn't have dye in it and shit. So it was gray and shit, but it was natural hair.
Right.
So I did that shit 3 times. And after that, I didn't really do it for a year or 2. And that's when they shaved my head bald. So I hadn't had a short haircut, especially...
Dropping cards.
My bad.
No.
I have questions here, Joe.
Yes. What you got?
Okay, this first picture, roughly when was this?
Oh, crap. He has a picture. That is January of 2020.
Okay, this picture is when?
April. Beginning of April 2020.
So
4 months
months.
later. Yeah. That's how much time I did. It was 4 months.
And we're talking, so now we're how many months later?
From April?
Yes. Come on,
Well,
who's
this
math?
is December, so I'm going to say 8 months later.
Okay, good. You're good at math.
Thank
so
you.
in 8 months,
I'm really not,
we
but
went
that was
from,
basic.
We went from Chad's hair to that in 8 months.
My hair grows fast, bro. Look.
That fast. Like,
From,
that's a
look, that's
superhero.
April to now. I haven't
months.
cut it.
I mean, if I don't grow my hair for the next 8 months, yeah.
My hair grows fast, bro. My hair grows gray and white, but it grows. I don't have to worry about being bald like this motherfucker here. I'm not going to name names, but
Your
this
hair
is a
doesn't
Derek
grow that
Womack.
fast. Yeah.
Well, no, like, but I've seen other people that grow hair fast that don't. Like,
You've
that's a
done
superpower.
experiments?
Look, give me that
Well,
shit.
look at this.
What?
This is 4 months. This is there to there. That's 4 months.
Yeah.
And then 8 months later.
Here, look. Here's
That?
the worst part about it.
Yeah.
Look, here's the worst part about it. Look, if you look at the 4 months later picture, the lights are so bright when they take the picture. The white patches in my beard look like they're not there. So it looks like I just have a goatee. But that's white hair there in my beard. That is natural. I grow white here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But it doesn't look like that. It just looks like I have a fucking goatee. Like a Van Dyke going on there.
No, you got the dyke thing kicking.
Right? But you wouldn't think that's full beard, would you? Looking at
No,
it.
I don't
That's
buy
full
the
beard.
story
Oh,
at
that's
all.
white on the edges.
I don't buy this story at all, Joe.
It all matches up, bro. It happened. Jesus. Let's talk about something else. Let's talk about something important, for God's sakes, like the Kennedy assassination.
Okay.
Because we were on a conspiracy theory
George Hickey
George Hickey
was the Secret Serviceman who wasn't drunk the night before, and he was also the new guy. So they gave him.
I'm going to stop you right there. Did you see the
gun.
documentary
Clearly.
Smoking Gun?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought this man was going to say. Let me pose the theory to you, sir.
Okay.
How do you pose a theory like that?
I'm going to do it. Watch.
You're going to sculpt it?
Yeah, it's going to be a fucking sculpture. It's a beautiful sculpture.
Better be better than this fucking hair growing bullshit.
I got nothing for your hair loss, sir. But I will tell you this. Here's the weird, strange events that happened in my life that revolve around the JFK assassination. Okay?
He was on the grassy knoll.
I was not, but possibly my grandfather was. Oh, wait for it. Here it comes. So, in the
wait,
year...
Mary, do you have some JFK stuff for us?
Do you? I'd love for you to chime in with me on
How's
this.
that Toon Blast going?
I
Because
think
you haven't chimed in much
I'm
at all.
actually Christmas shopping right now. Shut up.
She's Christmas shopping right now, ladies
okay.
and gentlemen. Too busy. What are you
I
buying
think-
me is what I want to know.
think
Incredible hair story.
my
What a
theory.
What a dick!
I have an unpopular theory
I don't know
about
that.
the JFK thing.
What is your theory? I would love to
I
hear it.
believe that it was
Son of a bitch.
the Secret Service
Okay.
who accidentally shot
So
him.
you believe his theory of the Secret Serviceman in the follow-up car
First of all,
accidentally
I can't-
pulling his
I
A-14
can't
and
feel
blowing...
better. I can't feel better at all about you giving me that theory.
I
But
didn't
it's
give it
not
to
mine.
you. I didn't give it to you. No, I wasn't giving it to you.
Oh, you went
that-
his theory.
That's just what you believe. That's what you believe.
I've read different things about them, like partying hardcore the night before,
Dude,
and being all drunk and like hungover.
Yeah.
So by the time of the parade, they're all
What
like
I'm-
fucking out of it.
Listen.
And I really, honestly believe that's what happened.
Yeah,
Well,
smoking gun.
let me prepare to be blown away. Like, look, Mary, look.
Let's give
This
me
is
more
look
pictures.
at me. You're not even looking at me. This is your mind hole, and then that's your mind hole getting blown. Okay, that's what's about to happen.
Mines don't have
That's
holes.
kinky.
Oh, they do. Here's what happens.
I've been looking at your
Glad
mind.
Here's what happens.
Blown.
Listen
I've
to.
been looking
listen,
at your
oh
mind
my
all
God!
day.
Listen to all this evidence I have. I have so much evidence. People are gonna like
Hey, Mary,
read by
you got
this.
2
Can I stick
minutes
my
for the
finger in
evidence.
your mind hole?
Here's my 2 minutes for evidence. Listen to this.
Wiggle it around.
Yeah.
My Jesus, please listen to me. It's important.
Sorry, I was fingering her mind hole.
Whoa. My point is, sir,
There's a lot of points.
that on November the 22nd, Friday, November the 22nd, 1963, at 12:30, the president was shot. Okay? Several times. Twice, if
That's
what we're to
counts as
believe.
several.
Yeah, more than once. All right?
Plural.
We saw the
struck.
Zapruder film. We saw the Zapruder film of which
I want the
JFK's...
director's cut of that.
Good
You
luck
get
with
the
that
Snyder
shit.
cut?
Good luck with that shit. The point is,
wanna
what
get
we
the
do
Snyder
see,
cut.
what we do see of the Zapruder film is JFK's head final blow going back and to the left, as we all saw in JFK. Now, let me circle back to JFK real quick for you, ladies and germs. JFK was shot in 1991, which was the same exact year my family decided to take a vacation to Dallas. So they were filming JFK at the exact same time I was in Dealey Plaza at the fucking 6th floor museum and shit. So we had to go down to the information desk, and they said, yes, I know that it says this here. That's not true anymore. Everything is looked back like it was in 63 because they're making a movie right now. And me going, as a movie fan, of course, at 9 years old or whatever, going, hey, who's in the movie? They're like, Kevin Costner's in the movie. I'm going, Prince of Thieves, Robin Hood. Yeah, I like Kevin Costner. Who else?
Elliot Ness?
No, they go, I wasn't thinking Elliot Ness. They go, John Candy. I'm like, fuck yeah, John Candy. I love John Candy. Kevin Bacon. Fuck yeah, this movie's gonna be badass.
Bacon goes good with everything.
So they had to tell us how
Except
to.
Tremors too.
He wasn't in that.
Yeah.
The point is, I'll get back to that
Any
later.
other Tremors movie.
Wait, I'll get back to that later. So, it all circles around. So, anyway, when I was 9 years old, I experienced JFK being made in front of my eyes. Oliver Stone was recreating the fucking assassination scene while I was in Dallas. Like, all this shit was back in the day.
My mind hole's pretty normal.
It gets worse. Listen. So
My mind hole's about to get worse.
My mind hole feels
it gets
teased.
way worse.
Yeah.
So I immediately get a fucking like deep fascination with the JFK assassination. I'm like, I want all the books, I want all the research, I want to know everything there is to know. And my parents bought me all the books and like Crossfire by Jim Mars and all the books that Jim Garrison's book on the JFK assassination. Everything JFK was based on. I'm like, fuck yeah.
I have a couple.
So I'm like, hey, when JFK comes out, can I go see it? And of course, this is like fall or winter of 91 when JFK comes out. And they're like, well, let me go see it first. Then we'll decide if you can go watch it, right? Because it's rated R.
What?
Yeah, it's rated R, and I'm like 9. Yeah. So I'm like, okay, cool. It was not until 1995, after my mother died, and I went with my dad on a business trip, where like at the hotel they had a video library. You could go check out movies. So we checked out Pulp Fiction and JFK. Because at this point, I'm 13 now. I'm a grown adult at 13.
Right.
So I'm like, Daddy, I really want to see JFK. And we watched JFK all the way up into the point where Tommy Lee Jones and Joe Pesci are covered in gold and silver paint, whipping each other and doing whippets and poppers and shit, and doing gay sex. And my dad was like, this is the reason why your mother and I didn't let you watch JFK. Because they didn't let me watch that shit when I was 9. They're like, we went to the movies, you can't watch it. And I'm like, oh, why? They didn't tell me until I was 13 years old and we watched it.
I didn't know about that scene.
It was a serious scene. But they were afraid. I guess they were afraid if I saw it. I'm like, well, he'll like Tommy Lee Jones and Joe Pesci. What if he sees them in gold and silver fucking each other? He might turn out to be gay. That's what they thought, I guess.
Or you could have become like the next Lee Harvey Oswald.
But I'm not even done. I'm not even close to being done.
I know you're not done.
Here's the
my
deeper
fucking mind hole.
Okay, here's the
my mind hole feels very teased.
Okay, here's the deeper part of it. Okay, on the actual day.
A lot of foreplay.
On the actual day.
That's not a bad thing.
Listen, you bastards. On the actual day, Friday, November 22nd, 1963, my grandfather, Joe Ganaan.
That's your
name?
No, I don't say it like that, but that was his name. Joe, his name is Clinton Ganaan. It's not mine. Mine is Joseph Ramsey Ganaan. Doesn't matter. Still, my grandpa Joe.
Ramsey.
He was actually in Dealey Plaza that day, in a Hilton overlooking Dealey Plaza, because my grandfather was a Texas oil man at the time. As we all know from all the conspiracies, Texas oil men play a big part in his fucking assassination. My grandfather, by the way, was an excellent fucking shot. As are all the Ganaans in my family. We are great fucking marksmen. My grandfather purposely did poorly on his shooting test in World War II because he knew if he did well on the fucking shot test, they'd put him on the front lines. So he purposely did poorly. Do you know what he did during World War II?
Survived?
He was in he survived. He was in Alaska and Canada shooting bear and moose and shit. He was shooting bear and moose and shit in Canada and Alaska. So, grant you this, he was in Dealey Plaza that day. We know this.
So
it's a
did
fact.
your grandpa kill Kennedy?
Here, I'm getting to it. So
I'm trying to get
the day. It's just like September 11th for all of us, or people around our age, or whatever. The OJ verdict hearing, where everybody came into a classroom and like, look, big historical moment's about to happen. Let's go check it out. So.
Well, I don't know about that. I wasn't around for the JFK, but from what I understand, it was a little bit less. We're going to watch the president just go through town.
It gets deep.
The assassination of fucking Ruby, though.
Let me get...
Well, was live on the air.
I'm getting to it. Let me get to it.
Was he in the basement, too?
Shh. Let me get to it. So...
He's getting to it.
I'm getting to it, bro. So, anyway, the assassination happens. All the kids get sent home from school, right?
Okay.
My dad was born in 1951, so he was like a 12-year-old at the time. Okay. He gets sent home from school. His sister and his brother are there, of course, because they got sent home from school too. They're watching the news on the TV, and they all look at each other and they go, "Well, Daddy did it." Because my grandpa was not a Kennedy fan. He was he would be a Trump supporter. Like, he was a Republican all the fucking way. Like, he was not about that shit. And they're like, Daddy did it. Because they knew Grandpa was in Dallas that day. Over Dealey Plaza in the Hilton. So... a year after the Kennedy assassination, my dad goes on a quote-unquote family business trip with my grandpa.
Uh-huh.
This is the same time the CIA or whoever, Warren Commission, whoever, was taking a chunk out of the curb right there on Elm Street. They were taking a chunk out of the curbside because there was a bullet fragment in there.
Yeah.
You never heard shit about that afterwards. Never did. But I still believe to this day my grandfather could have been the gunman on the grassy knoll. Because he was there, he had the motive.
He was up in a hotel.
No, that's just where he was booked to stay. He was just overlooking it. He was there in town.
It seemed like it'd be a better shot from up there, like if he's that good.
Look, that's the
open
point.
Those windows.
That's
You'd
the
have to
point.
shoot through the window.
Back in then, you could though.
Maybe so.
I wrote my in high school where you got to do a what's it called?
Thesis.
A thesis, kind of, yeah, but a research paper. That's what they call it. Yeah, I did a research paper on the Kennedy assassination. And I called it A Nightmare on Elm Street. And I didn't know at the time.
I really feel like that's copyright infringement.
I know. I didn't know at the time, but that was actually Wes Craven's inspiration was that Kennedy got shot on Elm Street. It was A Nightmare on Elm Street.
Huh.
But I subtitled my thesis paper. I called it A Nightmare on Elm Street: The Fall of Camelot. Is what I called it. But I didn't.
My mind hole is blown.
But at that point, I did not implicate my grandfather. But he could have been. That's what I'm saying.
I really feel like you could have got a higher grade had you implicated him.
I know. I didn't know that at the time. I didn't put the pieces together until later. Like, I was a big JFK assassination aficionado, man. That's the only good thing I could ever say about Trump is that he released some of the records, but he still, like, there was a bunch he withdrew, but he did at least push to release some before the NSA was like, hey man, redact this shit. Like, we can't say this shit.
Because it all goes back to the Secret Service. They fucked up.
Well, yeah.
They did.
I mean, the thing Clinton did in the 90s found all that shit.
Yeah.
That was where the George Hickey thing came from originally.
Getting Higgy with it? No.
No.
Getting Hickey with it.
Hey,
that poor guy died.
Do you have any points for this place here?
X-nay.
No. I went there the other day and they're like, hey, you work there. And I went to check out and you weren't there.
Yeah, negative.
I was letting
I work nowhere right now.
I was hoping you could give me a free drink or something, but you weren't there.
I work for...
You wouldn't even recognize me if I came up and like,
I work
Chad, what's up, bro? You'd be like, who are you?
OnlyFans.
Who are you?
No. Well, actually I do, but I don't have any content on it.
Did you work with
Don't you have a thing where you sell your paintings?
Right now. Where's my
I have Worms Art Store.
Like,
son of a bitch.
you should let me sell some paintings through your art store.
That sounds like a threat to me right now.
What?
Take
You should
pictures
let
of
me
them.
sell some paintings to your art
Well,
store.
it's
If you know it's good for you.
It's code.
Like
Yeah.
that one up there is Trump's wall.
Trump's wall?
The brick.
Oh, the brick.
Huh.
I wanted to do a big 666
Son of a bitch.
Trump thing.
I call that one Trump's wall.
Get on the floor. Don't answer that question. You don't know.
But I wanted to be like make a Trump for president, 2020, but like 666 in the background.
Look, let's just...
And then I would love to also paint Long live the Biden crime family.
Have you guys seen? It came out in the early of the 2016 debates and the election there, but it was will.i.am doing. I'm Donald Trump. I'm going to grab you by the pussy.
I don't think
You didn't see "Grab You by the Pussy" by will.i.am?
no.
Oh my God! Because there was an interview by Billy Bush from
I know about all
Hollywood. That. Yeah. To where Donald Trump said, "I don't care who walks by, I'll grab him by the pussy."
Yeah.
It was recorded on tape. We all heard him. So will.i.am made a song like Donald Trump gonna grab you by the pussy. Donald Trump gonna grab you by the pussy. And that shit was a hit too, brother. It was good.
Like the amount of samples you can pull from Donald Trump speeches is just mine. Because I tried for a little bit because I was doing "Make America Blank Again." And I was like,
blank again?
Yeah.
Make America blank again. I love that shit. Dude, I love showing people the video that you and I made on ecstasy.
Acid.
It was ecstasy.
Oh.
Ecstasy. We were on ecstasy, and we did the video where your sister sang the song.
Just to be clear, they were on ecstasy.
We were on ecstasy. This is post-hurricane, and we're sitting in a apartment building.
Post-hurricane?
Post-hurricane. Rita, I guess, right?
Was it
We went to
Rita?
Laura.
I was about to say, there's a lot of
Laura's
hurricanes.
apartment. And Derek had his computer in the car. He's like, "Hey, man, come down here. Let me grab all my gear. We'll bring it up there." So we took some extracurricular drugs, and then we did a music video to where
Basically got a bunch of stock footage.
Yeah, it was all stock footage, except he had 2 photos of me that were in me at Master Control, where it's like, okay, dude, like, because Derek is already fried out his brain, right? And he's like, "Man, you're gonna represent the media right now, because you're right at the controls at media. You're right here. You got all the buttons in front of you. You're gonna be the guy." I'm like, "Cool, man." So I just let Derek fucking fly in the next couple of hours, and he laid out a fucking music video with his sister singing a song that Derek wrote, put back to fucking stock footage, and then images of me, like 2 different shots of me in Master Control, like at the board and shit. And he's like, "And you represent the corrupted media." I was like, "I get it, bro. I got it."
Was I wrong?
Meanwhile, no, you weren't wrong. Because meanwhile, I was like, "That video kicks ass." It's awesome.
Does anybody, like, we'd have to go back to MySpace to find that now.
I had it, dude. I had it until
Derek
the police
started
came
the
and got
only
me.
video I ever wrote and directed on
what?
the spot.
Really?
Wait, what happened?
the Shaft monks.
The Shaft Monks?
Oh, was that the
Daft Punk
I
parody.
fucking was so pissed the new album came out, and I was like, oh.
Yeah, we just trashed the Daft Punks. And we called it the Shaft Monks.
Oh my god!
And we literally took it was like a monster can.
So you
stuck it on top of a fucking like wooden bowl thing and spray painted it and called it a canny instead of a Grammy. And that was what the worm we just got was the canny. And he kept going back to saying Daft Punk and Grammy, and I'd be like, no, it's canny,
dude.
I was like, we don't want to get.
I was really pissed about their album.
Oh my god! Let me drop a fucking story on you real quick.
Oh,
Derek
man, I could finish the story.
I'm sorry. I didn't know you weren't finished.
Your story is clearly more important.
I thought that was the end of it.
It's only the fourth story that you told. So.
Fuck it, I'm so sorry.
Let me finish your story.
Yeah. No, you've got. This is only the fourth story you've told. You should go ahead and tell it.
Look, I'm gonna sell it.
The other ones were so good.
I'm gonna need
this is pretty good. I ain't gonna lie. This is pretty good. Derek and I had been writing shorts for a while. Like, we've been tossing back and forth some short stories and shit. We were writing.
Writing.
Like in a word processor and shit.
It was like the little people.
Yeah.
That's what you call them. Like, before like, the PC.
So like Derek came up with an idea, and then I come up with an idea, and then we merge an idea, and we write a fucking short story about it. One of those short stories was, by the way, I will tell you this. Derek gave me the premise. Like, this is what the story's about. He's like, look, my character, his uncle dies. Like, he was an eccentric in the future.
Oh, it's just Bliss.
Yes, it's Bliss. So he's like, my uncle dies. It's in the future a little bit. My uncle was an eccentric. And, like, me and you, like, we're best friends. And we go to, like, settle the estate. And we find this box of pills.
We're clearing out his shit.
Yeah, we're clearing out his shit. We're trying to like do an estate sale or whatever. We're finding what the valuables are. We find a fucking box that is full of these pills.
You have to set up the world that we live in, or the box of pills doesn't work.
So let me Well, I'm getting to that. That was the code of the story because that was the best part. That was what linked it.
Yeah.
Anyway, the story started out. I wrote a fucking monologue. Okay, I was working at Channel 4, and I wrote a fucking big ass monologue about like in the future, maybe it was like even in the not so distant future, something like that. Right? I was like, there is no war. Emotion has been wiped out of human existence. Like all the babies. Yeah, all crime is. There's no crime. Nobody has jealousy. There's no emotions. Everybody's a Vulcan. Basically,
we fucking took away emotions.
Yeah, we took away emotions.
Oh, like equilibrium if it worked.
Yeah,
yes, exactly. Yeah. So
this is before that.
Yeah, this is before this. This is 2 years before this shit. And Derek goes, okay, so
this always happens to you.
Happens to me too. That's why me and Derek bonded. We have our ideas stolen. So Derek tells me, he's like, okay, so
don't talk to me about that.
He goes, my uncle left me this box, man, and there's 11 different pills in there. So there's 10 different emotion pills that we all take, each take, and there's different consequences. Like, he takes hate, and I take jealousy, and blah, blah, blah. It goes on. But the 11th pill is called bliss. And bliss wipes away all your emotions.
Basically,
all your
one person ends up, they start to fight because they're feeling emotions, they get jealous, they get all this stuff, and then one kills the other one, and then at the end, there's that one pill left, and he takes it.
Boom! And then he has to bury the other friend, and he's like,
no emotions.
Yeah, no emotion to it. So like the voiceover comes back on, it's like, and how did I feel about it? I couldn't feel anything about it because that's how I was programmed. And he's doing that shit.
Fucking
and then,
Twilight Zone episode, basically.
Exactly. And then Equilibrium came out like 2 years later, and the exact fucking crawl started spilling out the exact, almost word for fucking word thing I had written for Derek. And I was like, Derek, you've got to see this fucking movie. He's like, what are you talking about? I was like, I just saw Equilibrium. It's the exact same story we talked about. He's like, check it out. And he watched it like, holy fuck, man, that's almost word for word what you wrote. And it was, dude. It was so fucking scary.
I mean, we were trying to do a short on a very limited budget. They had a bigger budget.
Yeah.
They could do some action scenes.
Way bigger budget. Dude, do you want to hear the craziest shit right now? Look.
Oh, wait. There's crazier than what we've already heard?
Crazier than that. This is
I killed 3 people today.
Today.
This story is fucking long.
I helped him bury 2 of them.
And he just got here.
I just got here. Look, Derek and I connected on a level when we worked at Channel 4. We went out for smoke breaks and shit. And Derek started...
Are you going to tell me the life story? I already know this. I know
y'all
are friends.
But do you know how? Do you know how?
I mean...
How are we friends?
I'm assuming it was at Alcoholics Anonymous or something like that.
It was not Alcoholics Anonymous. Jesus. Completely wrong. Mary, do you know how Derek and I are friends?
Traffic court?
I know y'all have been friends for a long time.
We have been. Here's the story.
Oh, the back room at the old porn place, right?
Maybe that's involved. I don't know. Maybe it is.
Maybe there's maybe it
the room with the hole.
Maybe it is the room with the hole.
I've known Derek since I was like.
I've known him longer.
Like
I
11.
know. She's got GB.
Oh, she got
I don't know.
Oh,
she was friends with my little sister.
Yep, he used to stay at his house and shit.
I love telling
the
story.
What an awkward way to approach him at a bar. Hey, I used to stay the night at your house.
Hang on, brother.
What?
You want to buy me a drink?
Look, this is a great story. I had made some student films in high school. Okay?
No way.
Yes, I did, totally. One of them was called My Evil.
Oh, yeah,
which came out before Final Destination did. And it was the same basic premise. I wrote a script where a guy beat death and his eventual, coming to death.
Right.
So he found a loophole and death is chasing him. The same premise as goddamn Final Destination. I did it first, right?
So why haven't you sued these people?
I wish I could have.
Cost money.
Yeah, exactly. I wish I could have. So anyway.
I mean, it could be just a whole lot of parallel thinking.
So wait. So anyway, I made the student movie. I won a bunch of little student award movies and shit. Well, our mutual friend, Shauna, had a copy of my movie because she was best friends with my sister.
Oh, that's right.
Shauna gave him a copy of the movie.
She's like, hey, you should see
this. Yes. So Derek has a company at this time called Ball House.
No, but that's not my company. I was a part of a company.
He was part of a company called Ball House, right?
Ball House,
right? And Shauna had mentioned to me a couple times, I gave it to my friend at Ball House Productions, man. He likes it. You should get in touch with him. And it was another one of those things. I had a receipt in my pocket, and I had Derek's number in my pocket that I never called. Like, I had his email and Derek's number, never called him. He was like, this dude's full of shit. Like, yeah, she's just trying to... So, whatever. So then I start working at Channel 4, and me and Derek go out on a smoke break. We start talking about our mutual interest and shit. And how we like making student movies and shit.
Movie, My Evil. I'm like, I have that.
No, I didn't even say the title. That's the beauty part. I said, I made a student film where this guy, and I started describing the story, and Derek goes, whoa, 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 whoa. Is it called My Evil? And I go, holy shit, yeah. He's like, dude, I've had that cassette on my fucking shelf for 2 years now. And I was like, holy shit, you're the Ball House? He's like, yeah, I'm the Ball House. I'm like, I've had your number for 2 years and never called you. I thought you were full of shit.
I was.
He was, but like, I just look back on it now and like, how much more shit could we have done had I hooked up with him 2 years earlier?
I don't remember how I
dug
met
it because I watched Derek's shit. I watched Derek's shit.
I remember when we started hanging out.
It was Alston after the hurricane.
When I went to Statia's.
Statia's, yeah.
That's right. That was right after my divorce.
There's a name that comes up.
I went right after my divorce. I was like, I'm going to go to Austin and have fun with Stacia. And I basically ended up staying on her couch and getting high for 2 days. And that's about it. Like, Stacia was not feeling like going anywhere, so we never went nowhere.
I worked with Lindy.
Yeah, I know Lindy.
I probably do too.
Right?
But I know Stacia.
Little sister, yeah. I never really, like, I think I met her in passing, but, like, it's a name that comes up often, like, with people that I know, but I don't really know Stacia. I worked with Lindy, though, at Papa John's.
This is when we're in Austin. This is when me, you, and Laura are in Austin.
Laura?
Yeah, and
Oh, God,
I
Are you talking about in Austin?
Yeah.
In Austin.
Yes,
okay.
and this is the same evacuation. I go and start hanging out with Stacia, and he's there, and that's how we meet.
Stacia, because I remember going out to Statia's and shit. Because I played Johnny Cash's Hurt and shit. Yeah, I remember going out there.
Yeah, that's how I met that fucker.
And then I realized later coming back that she was working at the bowling alley where he later worked. Which I was told that you worked at, but you weren't there when I went.
I originally met you when you were with CJ and you were hanging around with Holly and I want to say that was the first time I met you.
You talking about her?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I met you. Sorry.
I met you.
Like the first time I ever took note that you were an existing human being was when we went to a strip club, and I remember I think you and Holly were making out in the back or something.
Story than mine.
Probably.
And Jay was like, "I'm gonna go back there and watch them make out," and I was like, "I'm just looking at titties."
Dude, can we go into more detail about this?
I guess we could, but hey, I'll tell you this. I will tell you this though.
It's a sore subject for me at the moment.
No, I'll take you out of it, but I'll give you a worthy. Yeah. I will give you a worthy story in this.
She's trying to wash her hands of all that.
I will give you a worthy story in this place.
Tough, man.
Look, this is a good story in this place, so nobody's embarrassed because it was only me involved. I went to shut up, shut your mouth with an F.
So you're the one embarrassed.
I'm not embarrassed. I want to start. Hold on. We figured out what this podcast is. It's story time with Joe. And it's like every time he starts a new one, I want to hit a button that's like story time with Joe.
Dude, it's a good story. It's a good story though. Jesus.
I've heard. That's what I keep hearing.
Okay, all right.
I hear Jesus is a good story.
All right, look.
Have you read it? Because it's bullshit.
You're right.
Shut up, you bastards.
All he did was bake loaves of bread.
Oh my God. Listen.
He produced fish. All of his friends were fishermen.
Yeah.
Didn't he turn water
Teach a guy for a day.
Yeah, it takes a while though.
Yeah.
Okay, so look.
He turned water into wine, but it took him a while. They just were like, oh, we'll just do it overnight.
Look, here's the story. Okay,
hold on. Start story time with Joe.
So, I was in New York City, on Broadway.
New York
City.
Broadway.
50.
Yeah. This is the year 2000. This is before the 9/11 attacks.
This is like Y2K shit.
Right before.
This is the year before.
A minute 40.
So you could just get on a plane.
You can get. I'll get into that later. That's a separate story altogether.
Oh, it'd be another
this story. I got a way better story for that.
Story time, Joe.
Exactly. So
Is this like a Family Guy episode where we just keep pitching to something else?
no,
Pretty much.
Can I not tell the story?
I don't know. Can you?
I can.
I'm going to
Here's what happened.
not.
Nobody's hindering you.
Here's what happened.
A minute in.
Jesus
Except for
Christ.
you.
Here's what happened.
Maybe Derek.
Halfway, if you're watching Cats on Broadway, right? You have normal tickets.
1 minute.
I don't know if there's normal tickets.
There's normal tickets
for Cats on Broadway.
Yes, there is. There's it's like
What
the
do the abnormal tickets look like?
The abnormal tickets are very expensive. The fucking regular tickets are
So you
fucking
mean
$35.
like general
It's
admission?
like general
Right,
admission
exactly.
on the floor.
Right.
Yeah.
But the rules
In the
are.
mosh pit.
Listen, the rules are. I didn't know this, and we.
40 seconds.
Moshing the cats, dude.
Wait,
Fuck yeah.
you bastards. The rules are. Halfway through, after you get through intermission, if there's not rich people sitting in the fucking good
30
seats,
seconds.
you can go sit in the good seats.
Oh.
So we went and sat in the good seats. The good seats were the fucking trash piles built up on the side of the stage in Cats. So, like, on the side of the stage, we're part of the fucking show. We're in there, right? So we're watching.
9.
As I'm looking, shut up. This is a good story. Shut up. So shut your mouth. So stop it. So I will shut you down. You son of a bitch. We're looking through. Just shut. This is good.
1.
We see you naked.
Oh, story's over, Joe.
You son of a bitch.
Wait, did they?
That was a great
I would
story.
like to see. I want to see the butthole cut of that.
Thank you.
Cats, you know.
Can I finish it? Okay. So
I don't know, can you?
you dick.
You were part of the show.
I was
trash bags.
okay. So me and 3 other people are looking through the
Human
wings.
trash.
Me and shush.
Human trash.
Jesus Christ, yes, I am. I'm on the human trash pile.
I'm white trash too. It's
Hold on.
cool.
Was it Jesus Christ Superstar?
No.
Yes, he had the multicolored coat and shit.
That was
The point is, shut up. The point is, you bastards. So we're looking. We have a bird's eye view to
From
the.
a trash bag?
Yes, there were trash bags. It was built up as part of the stage. We were on the wings. All right.
Of the bird?
Yes.
Dive you.
Yes. But Mr. Mistopheles came up and he was like, I do a song and you're here in the trash. That's what happened. So we're watching the back wings and we see one of the Siamese cats.
Silent
I
cat.
saw the Siamese cats.
The ultimate music.
Shut up.
Racist.
So the Siamese cat changed his costume because she was playing a different character. So she strips down. And we're like, holy shit, look at the fucking, look at the hooters.
Pussy.
Yeah, we're like, pussy, look at that shit over there. At the same exact time, a gay male cat cast member is on the outer edge of the sideway stairs we had in the junk pile, which were, on the stage seats.
Trash bags.
And guess who was sitting there? Mike Myers. Oh, Matt Myers. Sorry, Matt Myers. The guy that punched me and knocked me out.
I
So
was going to say, that story
so
was
that
a lot
dude's-
more interesting.
Yeah. So Matt Myers is sitting there, and we're looking at the
Matt
Siamese
Myers.
cats, like, changing clothes. We're like, oh, look at them titties there. Oh, shit. All of a sudden, he feels gay male cat rubbing up against his leg and doing the thing and shit while he's on the outer rim, and he's like, holy shit! Doing that. We didn't know this at the time, but the Cats performers, the people that play the Cats, they are about it. They're ride or die. Because these motherfuckers there, they do a thing like in intermission.
Cats in heat, I understand.
No, it gets even worse than this, bro. Check it out. When these people go on,
If you told the story as much as you tell us how good the story is,
It's like-
we would have been done an hour ago.
it gets even better. It gets so much better because
I'm going to need a DeLorean to get to the point.
the point is this, you dick. So the cats go on vacation. They go to the beach, and these cats are scratching through the sand and acting like real cats because they make a point of the actual play. During intermission, you can go fuck with Mr. Mistopheles and try to give him a break character, and he won't. He's like one of those British dudes in front of the fucking Buckingham Palace. He won't do it. That's not his bag,
That's why I
baby.
stuck
one
my
with the
finger in
big
his
like
butt.
that.
Yeah, he's like that.
Don't
So
do that to cats.
They don't break that shit. But I never let
Alright,
Matt
you know,
Johnson...
So all cats, actors,
They're a little bit-
or method.
So if
Yeah,
you go
when
out
they
there,
go on hiatus and they go to the beach, they actually paw in the
so
sand
if you,
and shit.
but if
They're
you just
fucked
ran
up.
out there and grabbed any of those actors, you could be trumping it.
Do you? I'll give
grab
50.
all.
I will give. Wait. I will give 50 points to the next contestant that names the actual material used in the cat's costumes. What is it?
Actual cat skin.
Yeah, in the cat's costumes on Broadway, what do they use for cat hair?
I said it.
No, you didn't. What did you say?
Said cat skin.
Actual cat
No,
skin.
it's not. No, it's not cat skin. Mary, you got something?
What
the cats use in Cats Broadway, what they use for the cat hair.
What's the shit that they for cat hair?
Yeah.
Do they use
Kind of rhymes with cat, but not
I already
quite.
tried that.
It's a 3-letter word.
There's so many.
Bat hair?
Yak hair, yeah, ladies and gentlemen. They use yak hair.
Makes me want to yak.
I know, right?
That's the worst thing.
Yakety yak.
Can I tell you the funniest fucking thing I've ever seen on
Some bad
stage?
papers in the trash.
This is the funniest fucking thing I've ever seen on stage during a regular Broadway play. Okay.
Regular one?
Yes, this was a regular Broadway play that sold out all the time. It was very popular. It was Les Miserables. Les Mis.
So fucking miserable.
Right. Here's the thing.
Man,
We went to go see that show
I
after.
know we were going to talk so much about Broadway shows.
Well, look, it doesn't
I
matter.
would have done my homework.
Look, this is the funniest fucking story you'll ever hear. Check it out. Okay, so
Oh, wait. Hold on.
what?
Story time with Joe.
Oh,
2 minutes and counting.
We got a new,
Look, I'll
we got a new
try to-
intro because I couldn't
I'll
remember
try.
the other one.
I will try to sell it quick. Here's what happened. We had a full day of acting
50.
workshops with like bullshit ass people from the actor studio that were never fucking Bradley Cooper or anything. They were just the D students.
Raccoon?
Yeah.
40.
Yeah, they have nothing to stand on, right? And we'd gone to the fucking the Statue of Liberty that day. It was a big day. And so the end of the day, we went and saw Les Mis, which we didn't know at the time was 3.5 hours fucking long.
Jesus Christ.
Right.
Yeah.
And this was the last thing of the day. So we're all trying to pay attention because we love the show. We're just like into it. And we're just like, oh, okay, I got you. Well, it comes to the third act of the show. There's a little boy, must be 12 years old.
120.
There's a 12-year-old boy, must be 12 years old. I don't know what you got from that, but that's what I'm saying. His big part of the show was that at the end of the fucking musical, he's supposed to, like, toss a bag of ammunition or something over the wall to the fucking people fighting the revolution. That's his big part. His dying part. His last act is like, "Hoof! Now you guys can live." So, this poor fucking kid who has done this probably, I don't know, 3 times a day for the last 4 years, got to one show where he threw the bag up in the air and it hit the top of the wall and bounced back down. And the little 12-year-old kid went, "Damn it!" Everybody in the audience bust out laughing and shit because we knew that like the kid has to toss the ammunition over to the walls so we can win and they can have the big fucking final number and
So
shit.
it really was miserable.
Yes, it was really miserable. This poor fucking kid. What are you doing there? You got a synthesizer? What is this?
Just doing some background music for
Dude,
the
like,
story.
He said he has 2 acoustic guitars. I ain't seen them yet.
That's because
I got a pocket full of picks right now, and he ain't even.
in a pocket full of
I got a
picks.
pocket full of
Rally
picks, bro.
round the family.
Yeah.
With a pocket full of picks.
Run the family with a pocket full of picks.
Hey, I've got the Bluetooth speaker.
And I've got
charging.
I've got the SD card converter and 3 or 4 picks.
I can grab a guitar. You
Go
can
get it.
Bluetooth
Go
to
get
the-
2. Go get 2 of them. Go do it.
I could do that.
Go do it. You bald motherfucker.
Listen.
Look, I'm
I'm
just saying
gonna
you're
pull
bald right
poetry
now.
for a while.
Okay, look, I'm claiming this one, but you could wait. You
I
have picks?
got tons of picks.
Okay, well I'm claiming this one.
I got picks and dicks.
Well, you got picks and dicks?
Plural.
Whoa. Hi-yo. Did the podcast stop? Did we stop right now? I know, it's like, no, it's still rolling.
No, we've said fucking a long time ago.
No,
Yeah.
I'm just fucking around because I have the
I love
the
this
attention
format.
span of a fuck.
Hey, everybody. Oh, shit.
I have the attention
Everybody
span of
loves
a penis.
these. Everybody loves the attention span of a fuck. That is their best attention span. Play it through.
Oh, you want to hear some dope shit?
Yeah, no, I wanted to hear this.
This
Is
is
there
just
words to it?
autoplay.
If there's
No.
not words to it, we need to write words to it because I love it.
This is just autoplay.
Shit. Is this the one that's shitty that you gave it to me first?
Yeah.
I figured so. Is it even in tune? Probably not.
Hey,
Only one way to find out.
get that speaker for me so I can play louder.
Oh, kind of. Yes. I was like, I'll buy it for $1.
It's up.
All right.
Yeah.
And so am I.
Okay. I'm ready to battle. What are we doing?
Haven't played a guitar in
Oh
3
shit,
years.
there's a thing in the air.
It's on fire.
It's on fire.
Are you sure it's up? Because I'm not seeing it.
What are you seeing? What are you trying to pick up?
Do I have to push it again?
It needs to be in like pairing mode or whatever. You have to hold it down.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Now we're good. All right. This isn't the greatest song in the world.
Oh, it could be. It
That's
could
fantastic.
be. We don't even know. Oh. You know what, Derek? You know what I would like you to do?
Go fuck myself.
Besides that.
What
What is this bullshit? What is this?
This is with a verb.
What?
Purpose.
Who's in control of it?
What? You're doing this?
Yeah.
Oh. I can't play along to this shit if that's what you're hoping for. That's not happening, son.
Because I'm a fucking wordsmith.
Sorry, that was just the last thing I loaded.
Okay, are you on SoundCloud?
No.
No.
Oh, well,
He's
you
in
should be.
GarageBand. Give us a beat, Chad. Like, create a beat real quick.
Yeah.
You created this beat, I think.
Hey, Chad, volume down slightly on your end.
Hey, hit this tobacco product. You go. Oh, he's spinning off.
Sorry, that was the end.
Oh, the end. Do you have SoundCloud on the thing you have?
No, not on this one.
Why not, Chad?
Because
Chad.
I didn't download it over there. I
Chad,
have it
why
on
the
my
hell
phone.
not? I have SoundCloud on my phone, Chad.
I have SoundCloud on my phone. That's why I don't have it on here.
Well, you should. Here you go. Take that shit. Put it in your mouth and smoke it. There you go.
There you go, Derek.
Oh, what is that? What is this?
My favorite beat I've ever written.
He wrote this?
Yeah.
Really? Okay.
I don't remember what the fuck it happened with it. What's the note I'm hitting?
Dun, 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 dun. I don't know.
Nobody knows.
Can you look it up?
No.
Are you doing E?
I'm doing E in E minor.
It's gonna be E, D, or A. That's the only things I'm fucking with.
has it. He got it, my God. He got it. Look at him. He's all George Harrison out right now.
Jewish?
Wait, what?
George Harrison was not Jewish.
That sounded like you were offended.
Yeah, it did a little bit, right? Right.
What is your problem? Shush! I'll come get you.
I'll come get you.
That was my vocals.
Yeah.
I'ma come get you.
I'll come get you.
Very like stalker weird stuff.
I'll come get you.
I'm gonna get you. What are you doing in that closet over there? I'm gonna get you.
Add it up. Pretty fun stuff. Pretty fun stuff, Derek.
I like the beat.
I liked it. I liked it. We were getting into it. We were doing some things and some stuff. For crying out loud.
Let's see, what else?
He's
we
like,
got
I
here?
stopped the podcast 30 minutes ago, just so you know.
No, it's still recording.
Oh, it is? Oh, it's still going?
Hey, just give us create a beat from the sequencer or the live drummer.
No,
Wait, we need you're saying we need a click track? Is that what you're saying?
We need a click.
Do we?
I have
Click.
something for you.
Clickety
Can
clack.
you do the monster song?
That's all I got.
Oh, you got nothing. Can't do it.
Can you do Forest of Crimson?
Yeah, I can. I can do Forest of Crimson, as a matter of fact, for motherfucker. Because it's E, G, so it's hammer on E, E.
So it's about a girl.
So it's just that back and forth until
About a girl.
something about a girl. Hey, here's a fun fact for you gents.
There you go, Derek. Remember this?
I got a fun fact. Wait, I got a fun fact. Here's a fun fact.
How
Do
fun
you guys
is
know that during the
You're in old school.
What is this?
Did you ever play CD-ROM video games?
Of course.
Remember Seventh Guest?
No.
Okay.
I did play like Wolfenstein and like the Sherlock Holmes games and shit. The CD-ROM games. I played. What is this? Derek's going off. I'll tell you the difference between Derek and I is that like if Derek was working and I showed up at Master Control, I would want to play the Johnny Cash version of Hurt. But Derek would play the Nine Inch Nails version of Hurt and make me sing it.
Up in the game. She drugged y'all mains, but
There's
Would you
lyrics
not,
there.
Derek?
Do what?
I can't hear because there's a thing on. Is that
sorry.
you? Is that you do that? I said, what I said, Derek, was I used to come up to Master Control and play the Johnny Cash Hurt, but you weren't having it. You're like, I think you do much better doing the fucking Trent Reznor version. I'll play it. So he did it. And I did that version. Ready? Are we doing it? Are we doing it?
No.
Oh, we're not? Oh,
No.
fuck, man. I thought we were going to have a moment. What a dick, dude. I thought we were going to have a moment, man. I was like, after 2 decades, ladies and gentlemen, Derek and Joe, back to the stage.
All right. So
No,
everybody
fuck
say
it.
goodbye on the podcast. I'm going to stop this one at least.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening.
You can only polish a turd so much. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What's the matter, Mary?
Love the enthusiasms.
You can only polish a turd so much.
That's what I said.
You have to have a turd to
Don't
start.
forget to go to worm.bandcamp.com and suck my dick.